at SoFi. DeMarco will tell us why the Rams will win, of course.
Oh, Matthew Stafford.
Plus, the Lakers preseason wraps up tonight. All of that and so much more. Friday edition, the Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
We are going to plan the Dodger celebration right after the last out of the ninth inning. Then we'll figure that out. There's a lot to get to today. DeMarco, can I be honest with you for a second?
Yes.
Have I earned your trust?
Lie to me.
No,
yes.
Have I earned your trust to where we can be honest with one another?
A long time ago.
Okay, good.
What's happening?
I'm a little worried about you today.
You're worried about me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why?
Because I don't know if I'm going to have your full attention for the show today.
Why is that?
Because you saw Cam Newton on First Take.
Oh, my God. I love Cam.
I love when I see
Cam.
your face, and it's one of those, what am I looking at here?
This is like, that would be the Z of the alphabet of the turnover chain.
Okay.
That's like the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So all
But you
that.
can't be surprised. It's Cam Newton.
Okay. So
Explain what it is you saw, first of all.
you've seen Cam Newton and his look with the hat and the hair
He likes
sticking
hats.
out. He is. He's
very pro hat.
He is one of one. He's one of a kind. He stands out. He's got a great podcast, and I'm so glad they hired him on First Take.
Personal style.
Personal style. I mean, he's unique, right?
He's fashion forward.
Yes. When you watch those runway shows or clips of runway shows, and they bring out the newest fashions, I'm like, what the hell?
Cam's down.
I don't get it, but that's him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just want you guys to know this. The guy you see on TV at one point could have been the greatest quarterback of all time. No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious about his ability. When you're talking about melding the athletic style quarterback with the pocket passer, if you could blend the two, I think you already have it with Steve Young. But this would be even better because he's a better athlete.
Steve Young.
Bigger.
Yeah.
So he could do whatever you wanted him to do out of 11 personnel, one tight, one back, 3 receivers, whatever. And he could also run quarterback power at you.
He's 250 pounds.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. I know. And then I was looking up his stats versus, he's 500 against Brady.
Okay.
500 against Rodgers.
Okay.
I think he's 6-8 versus Breeze,
Pretty
another
good.
guy that's going to the Hall of Fame. Carson Palmer, he smashed. At one point, he could have been the greatest quarterback who ever lived. And now all people know him by is the hair with the hat with the hair sticking out.
The hat has a hole in the top? Is that what I'm looking at?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, and the hair comes out of the top of the hole in the hat. I thought it was like a Halloween novelty spider. Like
right.
What he had
Your
going
first
on.
thought, and you're like, oh, that's Cam Newton. I know. He looks like a planter, like a, what do you put plants grow out of it.
Oh.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like his hair is growing out of his hat.
You're going to be all right? You're going to be able to focus?
I'm going to be cool. I do. I love his opinion, but it's just so funny, man. I mean, do you think... Here's a good question. Can you ever take whatever he says seriously because of how he looks?
Sure.
Are you serious about that?
Yeah, look,
okay.
I'm not going to lie. My first reaction would be, what's going on with that hat? Like, that would be my first
And you
reaction.
missed everything he had to say.
But once I got used to the hat, I would start to listen again. Originally, I'd be preoccupied with the hat. But I'd move past the hat eventually.
I think that's the point. That's the point
You're
of him.
stuck on the hat.
No, that's the point of him. It does get you to look, but I'm like...
You're going to look anyways. Cam Newton.
I care what he has to say.
Yeah.
I could care what he wears. It's just so funny. But anyway, yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you're with me today.
No, you got my full attention. I'm trying not to look at him. Yes.
I caught you staring at the TV today, and I'm like, what? Oh yeah, DeMarco's on the Cam Newton thing.
No,
and then you went into your laptop and you started Googling Cam Newton stats. I'm like, yeah, I need to bring him back to the fold.
If I said that this guy, the guy you see on TV with the hat and the hair, had the ability to be the best quarterback that ever lived, you would not believe me, based on how he looks.
Well, I wouldn't believe you because I also got to see him play. He had an incredible skill set, but it didn't last a super long time.
That's the problem.
Yeah. He that thing that made him was also the thing that was going to have that thing age like bad milk.
But the thing is, the big nail in the coffin was when I believe it was T.J. Watt just went right into his shoulder and he could never recover from that.
Yeah,
it was like they started out 6-2 that year. It's 2018 Carolina Panthers. They were rolling. Cam Newton gets hit in the shoulder playing in the Steelers, and then it's never the same.
Changed everything. Von Miller killed him. He should have won that Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, when he decided not to jump on the fumble, that was one of those
business decisions.
You teach him not to, though.
Yeah. Well, it's the Super Bowl.
You teach the quarterbacks not to do that.
Let's get in there. It's the Super Bowl. If we lose that ball, we lose. Let's go get that. You know what I also
know,
like
it's a
my
hard
athletes to do?
What?
I'd like them to think just a little bit, not too much.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, I know that we've been doing this. This is different. This is the Super Bowl. We're behind. No matter. We need to do a couple of things here.
You know, that's how Breeze got out of San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing. I
Worked
know.
out.
I know.
That worked out
Keep
for
your
him.
butt out of there. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I just want to make sure that you're in a good
I'm
spot.
good.
Okay, good.
You ain't taking the jelly out of my donut. Not going to happen.
Well, if that doesn't do it, then nothing's going to happen.
Yes.
It's happening. It is happening. I've been waiting, let me think, 3 years for it to happen, and it's finally happening.
What? Is this a health thing?
No.
What?
No. This is a Dodger thing.
Oh, it's a Dodger thing. You've been waiting 3 years for what? You've been here before?
No, well, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's I've been waiting last year against Arizona, the previous year against San Diego, and there have been a handful of other series over the last few years that you kept saying all they need to do is have one day where they just kick someone's butt and everything else will fall into place. They just need to go,
Yeah.
we're good. It happened. It happened in Game 4 of the NLDS. Right? So they lose that tough Game 3 where the defense lets Walker Buehler down. They lose that game. In Game 4, they won 8-0. They pounded the Padres. Okay?
Well, a little bit more than that, says Kike.
They go into Game 5, and they win a tough game, but because they had kind of like relaxed a little bit, they win a very tough 2-0 game. Since that, they win 9-0. They have a 7-3 loss, whatever. They win 8-0. They win 10-2. They're playing to their ability. They're not pressing. They're not trying to do too much. They've got better players than the team that they're playing. Everybody's playing to the level that they can reach. In some cases, maybe a little bit below.
Stop it. See, that's the problem right there.
What's that?
Stop.
Where do I want to stop?
We were watching last night together, sort of, right? Quasi together.
Sure.
10-2 game. Mm-hmm. Game's not even a game.
No.
Were you on pins and needles the entire game?
Not the entire game, no.
But mostly.
No,
that's the urgency they need to have.
That's a different topic.
Yeah.
That's a different topic. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about them and the psyche of them and the ability to, hey, you know what? The universe isn't going to screw us this time. The universe isn't out to get us. All we needed to do is, you know who's really good at this? Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
You know who's really good at this? Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. And you know what? Yamamoto's pretty darn good. And Walker Buehler's got that. And it's just all of these things. And then you get unbelievable performances from guys like Muncy and Edman and others. And it's just, hey, we got a better team than these guys. All we have to do is just go out there and play baseball. And not, hey, why is Mookie 0 for 5? Hey, why'd Freddie go 0 for 5?
Oh.
It's just everybody's in the place where they're supposed to be. They're not overachieving. They're not underachieving. They're just doing what they did in June to the Rockies and to the Minnesota Twins or whoever it is they're playing.
Yeah.
They're just the team that you've been waiting that we've seen for 162 games in a regular season. Only it's happening in October.
See, I'm with you. You got to get away from, or at least I do in my head, get away from the payroll, get away from the titles, accolades, all these guys, and just consider them as players.
Yeah.
And stay in the moment. I guess that's a better way
That's
of
what
saying
they're doing.
Staying in the moment.
That's
right.
what they're doing.
So, I mean, it's 10-2, like you said. There was drama, but still, the better team was winning, and you were
There
winning.
was early drama. By the middle of the game, that game was over.
Yes. So I'm stressing. Pitch to pitch, at bat to at bat, and my kid is like, why are you stressing? They're up 10-2, Dad. Let it go.
Even at 10-2, you're still squeezing it.
Right, because
Okay.
I think that's the mentality you need to have right now. Don't you think? Because I think if you go back to we've got stars, we've got these guys, that's when you get fat and happy.
It's
and
not
that's when you
fat
don't
and
do the
happy.
little things.
I disagree because I believe you can't play baseball like this. Doesn't work. Doesn't. That's how they were playing. For hey, we got to get.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. What works is, hey, I'm really good at this. I'm going to trust in myself. Not fat and happy. Confident, loose.
Okay, better.
Ready to go. But the second you. Baseball, you can't play baseball like that. You can play hard,
but you
can be competitive.
You can't disrespect the game.
No.
You got to do the little things.
There's a mile between disrespecting the game and playing with your fists clenched.
Well, that's what not doing the little things to me is disrespecting the game.
No, they're doing all of those things. But I've been waiting for at least two and a half playoff seasons.
Yeah.
Can we just play a game like any other game? And just have our best guys be our best guys. I don't need them to hit I don't need the Ohtani in Miami game where he has 17 total base. Like, I'm not asking for that. What I'm asking for is, let's get on base a bunch of times. Maybe you hit a home run, maybe you don't. Mookie Betts, same thing. Let's get a pretty good pitching performance. Let's make the plays you're supposed to play. Let's have Max Muncy get
respect.
a couple. It's just the whole thing.
That's what I mean.
Feels like
you got to go make the play. The ball ain't coming to you just because it says Dodgers on the front.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You got to play hard.
They are playing hard, but they're not playing tight. And there's a million miles between those two things.
Don't you ever say no to Shohei and 17 total bases. Ever. That's a yes every time. You pray for that. You wish for that.
You pray for that and you wish for that, but you don't expect it.
I want it every game.
Yeah, you're crazy.
You want it every game.
No.
$700 million.
Last night was one of those. He was on base, 4 times?
Yeah.
I mean, and Mookie was on base, I want to say 4 or 5 times. Max Muncy hasn't not been on base 4 times, seemingly forever.
Give Yoshi some love, man.
Who?
Yamamoto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, all of them.
All of them.
Chris Taylor. But that's another topic for another day. No, they're on the verge. This is wildly important. By the way, day game, as you heard Chris mention in the open, first pitch coming up a little bit after 2:00. It's wildly important for them to win today. Not that they can't win if, look, it's baseball. They could lose a game today. And they got 3 chances to win one game. I'll take it all day long.
No doubt.
Let's win today. You got one of your guys going in Flaherty. You're hot. They're ready to roll, right? This is one of those.
The Dodgers are ready to roll, or the Mets are ready to roll over.
That.
Yeah. Yes. What is that rule? If your enemy is making mistakes,
let them.
Let them. That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them. And that's what. Let's talk about that next, because I think that, in a nutshell, is what has happened in this series. That's in a nutshell why the Dodgers advanced out of the San Diego series is. Let's just do what we're supposed to do and see if they can do the same thing. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay. Listen up, sports fans. Gear up for your next game day hang with your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Hey everyone, this is Ramona Shelburne. Here's something I learned firsthand. A lot of ERs don't have pediatric specialists. But did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is the go-to for complex cases? When my older son Daniel had a scary fall and later developed Bell's palsy, we took him to the local ER. But they didn't have a pediatric specialist, so they called Children's Hospital Los Angeles for guidance. Their expertise isn't just in-house, it's a resource for the whole community. When it comes to kids' emergencies, CHLA is the MVP that other hospitals turn to.
Football is back, and so is Shake Shack's free chicken Sundays. Going on now, Shake Shack is offering a free Chicken Shack with $10 minimum purchase with code Chicken Sunday in Shack or on ShakeShack.com on Sundays only. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Mace. There's a lot on the line in this election, from protecting the Social Security you've earned to supporting family caregivers. And you have the power to make the candidates listen, because voters 50 and over decide elections. That's why AARP California has created an election guide with the most up-to-date information about when, where, and how to vote. Get trusted election information at aarp.org/CA votes. That's aarp.org/CA votes. Paid for by AARP.
Coverage of the 2024 MLB playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. With next-level tech and safety features, Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
True Work is the most technical workwear in the world, delivering modern solutions to timeless job site challenges. Innovation meets tradition in True Work's high-performance lineup of work pants, shirts, and jackets, all engineered to give you the comfort and protection you need, especially in the most extreme conditions. Check out the full lineup with over 50,000 five-star reviews at truework.com and use the code SPORTS15 to get 15% off your first order. That's TRUEWERK.com. True Work helps you be your best when the weather's at its worst.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
The morning I thought it was raining, flexing on him. Some like Popeye on the spinach, double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new.
Is this you? Oh, that's you right there? Okay.
You're not feeling it?
Well,
It's Meek Mill. It's Dreams and Nightmares. Actually, it's Emily that picked it. Come
there he
on.
is. Just checking.
You're profiling people
I'm
in there,
just
DeMarco.
checking. Okay.
Yeah.
That was
It's like I dreamed
dreamed
of times like this, of
Yeah.
times like this, you know? Like you and the Dodgers, you dreamed of times like this.
I have, and I'm in a weird spot.
Go for
and
it.
I feel really good about how they're playing. I feel really good about the universe and where it is. Like, I don't feel like they've been lucky. I just feel like they've been getting breaks that they have earned.
Yeah.
I feel like they're checking all of the boxes, but unfortunately, the factory settings in Travis Rogers
Yeah.
are all set to pessimistic.
Stay there.
And so
Yeah.
I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. But then you watch these games, and here's the thing that I think gives me the most hope for them closing this series, which is far from a done deal. And then whatever happens beyond that, the World Series, if they get there against the Yankees or against the Guardians. You
had to pause for a
I
second.
always do.
You
Every
have to.
single day.
I'm sorry.
I have to pause on Guardians.
Yes.
I have to pause on San Diego Chargers.
How about the Washington football team?
That, for whatever reason, that one
works?
sticks. You know what I still call them? The Washington Bullets. I can't not call them the
I
Bullets.
know. Sorry, but go ahead. Yeah.
So
When was the last time they were with bullets? Like
Years
the
ago.
70s?
25, 30 years
No,
ago?
Years ago.
Yeah, I mean, Wes Unseld was a Bullet.
No doubt.
Rasheed Wallace a Bullet, or was he a Wizard? He might have been a Bullet for a minute. Chris
I'm
Webber.
not sure. That's a great
Chris
question.
Webber was a Bullet.
Yes, that's a
Yeah.
great question.
So
about
they
Sheed.
changed. Okay, they changed it in 1997.
Yeah,
I know.
See, it's been a minute.
I'm not arguing that that's
An entire
not what's happening.
Emily has happened
I
since
understand
then.
Was
that.
it Bullets longer than Wizards for you? 19? Nope. You've had Wizards longer. 1997.
So
Wait,
it's about a tie.
it's about a tie. It's about even. He's almost there.
Look,
Yeah.
The thing you learn when you're 12 is the thing you remember forever. They're going to be the
No doubt.
Bullets, and the Cleveland baseball team is the Guardians. So we'll see whether they play them.
Things you learn at 12, you keep for life.
That's what I think.
No wonder.
Yeah. Why?
I'm just thinking about me. You see, you changed my life
What'd
again.
you learn at 12?
Just some stuff happened at 12.
Oh.
And no wonder. Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, well,
like, why am I this
that's
way?
when your brain is still mushy. You still learn things. Like now, our brains are hard, and we don't learn anything new.
Nothing else comes in.
We're stubborn. we already know everything. I don't need to know
that might have been the
thing.
first learning thing. Oh,
but at 12, you're like, oh, that's what that's called? Okay,
yes.
I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Or that
Washington
feels
Bullets.
terrific.
Okay, enough of that. I knew that's what you meant.
I
don't even know.
Not that.
There's only really two options of those two things.
I'm just saying. You tried. I had to get it out. Okay.
I knew you were going to go there. I knew I just had to keep talking.
12. No wonder. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
12's. Well, anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
The Dodgers are playing really well. The Mets are not. It really is as simple. And
That's the shocking
It's
thing.
the little teeny things like that. It's staying disciplined in the strike zone.
Yeah.
It's collecting an out when there's an opportunity to collect an out. It's when you get like I think
is this who the Mets are though?
Well, the Mets were a slightly better than average team for the vast majority of the season.
Slightly better than average.
And they've gotten very hot at the end. Hot has a period of time. Hot has some, has an expiration date.
I was thinking of this from a San Diego Padres perspective. If I'm watching this series, I'm even more steamed.
At who?
Because that should have been us beating this bad Mets squad.
Well, they're not
and
bad.
we would have beat them.
They're not bad. I want to go back to a moment in the Dodger game last night where they looked to have turned a double play, right? That the bases are loaded. They get a ground ball to second base. Chris Taylor, that's the reason it wasn't a double play, is Chris Taylor's feed was dog water.
Right.
It was terrible. Yates in the house.
What up?
And they called the runner out at first base originally, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. They review it. He was clearly safe. So the runner's safe at first. A run comes in. There's runners at the corners. There's 2 outs.
2-1, right? Yeah.
And it's 2-1,
Yeah.
and it's a tight game. The Dodger teams of previous years give up a hit next.
Yeah.
That you're off the field and you got back. It's like, oh, it's not. Here we go again. And it could be a broken bat hit, a flare. It's not, or it could be a rocket in the alley.
What
you don't
was
know.
the third out?
I think it was just a ground ball.
Yeah, but
but they're getting off the field when there's an opportunity to get off the field. And the opposite is happening. When they have an opportunity, like early in the game, they had a couple chances to really break it open. They didn't, but what they did do, here's one.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Like they're stacking some things, which the next thing you know, you turn around, it's 2-0. You're chasing if you're a Met, and as a Dodger, it allows you to pitch a little differently. It allows you to approach your at-bats a little differently. And those little things. We saw Kike Hernandez throw behind a runner and get a guy out.
It was huge.
It's those little moments that last night, now the Dodgers weren't able to take advantage of it. When they scored their second run, the throw went to the wrong base. Now, all of a sudden, Edmonds at second base. Another hit brings in 2 instead of one. It was an infield hit, so it did. But the Mets aren't playing cleanly. The Dodgers are, and that's the difference right now. The Dodgers are just playing the way you're supposed to play. They're playing well. They're playing clean, and it's working.
I think to your point, Travis, the problem with the blowouts is that it's overshadowing how much on the margins the Dodgers really do have to get things right in order to be good. And that's a difficult thing to see.
The Dodgers have to get right.
Yes, it's a difficult thing to see and discern because let's think about how that pitching staff is working. The hits are going to be the hits. They're going to work themselves out. But you have to do everything right for all of that to come together. When it turns into 9-8-0, it looks like, oh, they should be blowing everybody out. No, that's just the product of literally perfect or close to perfect baseball, and that includes something I said yesterday on Mason and Ireland, Will Smith calling incredible games.
He's done a good job.
That guy has done a great job when he didn't have it going at the plate.
I was going to say,
keeping it together behind the dish, Travis. And you
reclaimed.
know this as a pitcher. When a guy can handle a staff like that, when Walker Buehler got through 90 pitches in 4 innings, do you know how hard that is to do and not give up a run?
That's ridiculous.
That means your dude is keeping you in ABs in ways that are unprecedented.
Tell him your idea. Tell him your idea about the MVP. I hope I'm not jumping the line. This
You
is
are,
great.
but it's a good topic.
Yeah, this is great because he's right here.
Well,
Go ahead.
let me just finish what I'm saying. Is that Buehler had 6 Ks. The rest of the team went on to have another 7. In terms of the staff, Will Smith is doing a great job, and that is the kind of thing that in a series like this is hard to quantify because you don't necessarily get all those outs if some of those ABs become a little less available, and the matchups are a little poorer. Will has done a great job keeping all of his pitchers inside of ABs and getting maximum leverage out of every single situation.
The Dodgers, despite the scores being 8-0, 9-0, 8-0, 10-2, okay, they're not 3-run homer, 3-run homer.
No.
It's not that. It's 1-0, 2-0, 4-0,
8-0.
8-0.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
they're slow builds, but they keep stacking on them, and they're making the plays defensively that you're supposed to.
Yes.
So far, their pitching the way that it's been set up has been brilliant. Mostly because they've all pitched well.
Right.
Where I'm curious, and hopefully we never find out, is, okay, what happens on the night?
Something goes wrong.
Evan Phillips was close last night. He was really close to, hey, do you got to go get him right here?
Right.
And he got out of it. Like, this is the Dodger team this year that they didn't have the year before and the year before that. When the game is, all right, let's see what happens next. It's breaking their way more than it has previously. And I think that's the big difference.
I got to get out of here, but I want to give 1 point to DeMarco, just so you can sound smart in front of your non-baseball friends that are not in this room. Stress how important first pitch strikes were for Jack Flaherty last game.
We're talking about
He threw
that.
18 out of 24, and it was dominant. It was what made him the dominant pitcher that day. The stuff was fine, but he was getting ahead of guys early and putting pressure on dudes in ABs to the point that they were out of almost everything, and they had to swing away. If he can do that again today, there's no way they don't win this game.
Can we dispel this myth that I don't like baseball?
I know
I
you
don't
like
know
baseball.
I
I know
had a
you
cousin
do.
in the majors, dang it. Just saying, I grew up with baseball.
Tiny Felder.
See? Everybody that sits in that chair always says, like, here's a baseball lob for you.
But what he's saying is
Come on.
this is one of those axioms that is 150 years old.
Right.
What's the most important pitch in baseball?
Strike
First
one.
pitch strike.
Strike one.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Everything else gets easier after
Exactly.
that.
Before you leave, tell him your idea.
What is
I
it?
think this is awesome. Not getting too far ahead.
We're pretty far ahead, and he's
Not
got the
gotta
smirk on
getting
his
too
face.
far ahead.
I know
I
the
rarely
Trav
don't
smirk.
have the smirk on
But
my face.
go ahead. This is good.
What is it?
Go
What
ahead.
did you think of Cam Newton's hat?
Oh, not that.
I think he's going to run out of outfits real quick. What's his theory? I want to know.
All right.
It's just a
do you
thought.
have 10 minutes?
No, I got to record
All right,
something
so,
at 9:30.
all right, we're gonna,
Later?
We're going to do it. I'm
Okay.
going to tell you who I believe, assuming they win the series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knocking on wood.
Exactly.
Yes.
Knocking on wood. Assuming they win the series, who I think the MVP of this team should be for the NLCS.
Who would you say the MVP is right now? Assuming you win the series.
Freddie, maybe. I think
Friedman,
that,
okay,
I think
see?
he's been important at first, even though he's been injured. I think there's something to. He had 2 picks that were huge.
He did
in that previous game.
That
and his
backhanded one was.
you know what I mean? And like, I value
love
is
it.
tough to discern on baseball teams, and depending on I think what position you played, you view different guys differently. I view first baseman who can stay in the game and throttle a lineup is pretty important. That's
You're
just-
going to love this.
Freddie is wrong. I'll tell you what's right. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
That was good.
All right, let's talk about Prize Picks, right? Prize Picks is taking something great, the NFL, taking something great, Major League Baseball playoffs, taking something great like the NBA season and making it even better because Prize Picks takes your favorite sports and makes them even more fun. And you got a chance to win some money. You pick more, you pick less with Prize Picks, and you are on your way. You pick 4 correct, you can win up to 100 times your money. It really is that easy. How about this? Patrick Mahomes, more or less than 267.5 passing yards against San Francisco this week. That's Prize Picks. But you can't play if you don't have it on your phone. You can't play if you don't use the code 710. I mean, I guess you can, but why would you want to? Because when you download the app and use the code 710, you're going to get $50 instantly to play your first $5 lineup. You don't have to win the $5 lineup. They're going to give you the $50 anyway, and then you can play with that any way you want. You like the baseball game this afternoon? Get the Prize Picks app on your phone. Get going, but don't forget that promo code 710. $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup.
The regular season finale is here for the Black and Gold, and there's nothing like Decision Day.
Jump for LA Football Club on A!
The top spot in the West is still up for grabs as LAFC welcomes San Jose to BMO Stadium tomorrow.
The Black and Gold are still alive in the West!
The Black and Gold go for their 6th straight win before hitting the playoffs. LAFC versus San Jose tomorrow after USC football on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and help support the men and women who fight for our freedom. On Monday, November 11th, the Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry will play host to the 2024 Land of the Free Foundation Veterans Day Golf Classic. All proceeds from the tournament will go directly to charities who support the men and women of our armed forces. For more information on the tournament, please visit the website landofthefreefoundation.org or give them a call at 562-833-4361.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room now open 24/7. Tune in all this week to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino. That includes this Sunday's tailgate party passes to HPC and game day tickets at SoFi. Listen for your cue to call 877-710-ESPN and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Tailgate passes to HPC and game tickets to SoFi. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park, party, and play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
I'd color collection.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
On October 21st, 2006, Michigan State found themselves down 38-3 with less than 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they made that initial deficit like it never even happened, scoring 38 straight points to win 41-38.
Incomplete. The ball game is over. The Michigan State Spartans in one of the greatest comebacks in Michigan State football history.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
I know this one. I don't know who does it, but I've heard it before.
This is Drake.
Okay.
Yes, this was a big, deal, right?
This one played every single pregame at the Lakers show.
But what was the meaning of this song again? What happened? There was a whole lot of Hotline Bling stuff after this song.
I don't know. I don't want that girl calling me up. I don't know what.
The kids.
I do know that
her friends went nuts over this song. Yeah.
It's just a popular song. It went off. I do know that they did when Trump hosted SNL that year. He did a sketch of this song.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of funny. So anyway, but that's what I know about Hotline Bling.
Okay, just love it. People taking sides over rap beefs. They don't know you. They don't care.
Yep.
Just buy the album. Just saying.
You listen in Fireman Ed?
That's different, though.
No, it's not. It's
that
exactly the same thing.
Sweat, blood, and tears to that squad.
Same thing with the beefs, right?
I don't see him screaming Jets, yes, when it's cold outside.
They do other things. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So I really do think that the Dodgers in this particular series, and really it kind of bleeds into the DS as well, but it's held up incredibly to be true in the CS. You can make an argument that the MVP of the Dodgers in this round is Shohei Ohtani. You can. He's gotten on base. He's driven in runs. He's hitting a couple of homers. He looks like Shohei Ohtani again. You can make the argument that Max Muncy is the MVP of the NLCS. He got on base 12 consecutive times. He's constantly putting pressure. All of those things. You can make the argument that it's Mookie Betts You could make the argument that it's any of those guys. I think the best argument, and even though this would not be my choice, I think the best argument for MVP of the NLCS is Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman is playing a premium position.
That's a good pick.
Well, he's leading the team in hits. He's on base all the time. He's creating opportunities for Shohei. Tommy Edman has been terrific.
Fantastic.
Terrific. And if it's not my other pick, I would pick Tommy Edman is my second choice.
Okay, I like Clinton's pick too.
He's not hitting at all.
But Freddie Freeman has been
been
a catalyst coming back from injury. Who knows? I mean, the fact that he took a shot and came back and played, that could have sparked your clubhouse.
Let me ask you this.
Not locker room.
And here's a good way to do it, I think. If Freddie Freeman didn't play in this series at all, are the Dodgers still where they are?
Yes, probably.
I think so,
Most
too.
likely.
That's probably why he's not. If Shohei were cold, but everyone else is kind of the same, do they win this series?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Be harder.
Same question for Mookie.
Yes, be harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Max Muncy, everything else being the same, do they advance?
Max has been good.
He's been great.
Yeah.
Tommy
He's doing his job.
He is. Yeah. But if everything else is the way it's been and you take Max out, do they still win the series?
I think you can get along.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Edman's the one you go, I don't know, maybe, probably. Let me ask you this. What about the bullpen? If the Dodger bullpen had not performed everything, Shohei's same numbers, Muncy same numbers, Edman same numbers, Betts same numbers, starting pitchers exactly the same numbers, but that Trinan, Phillips, Brazier, Kopech, Banda.
You're going to name the bullpen as the MVP?
Abso-blanken-lutely.
Wait a minute. What does MVP mean?
Most valuable personnel in this case. because DeMarco, if those guys aren't as good as they've been, you're not winning. You're not in this round.
True.
And these guys, sorry, Landon Knack, but I'm going to do it. With the exception of you, everyone else gets that name on the trophy.
Poor guy.
Even Kasperius has been good. Henriquez last night was really good. Every single guy that they've run out there has been lights out. If any of those guys, if Trinan had a bad night, Phillips had a bad night, Hudson had a bad night, Brazier had a bad night, are they where they are?
No.
No. And I know they're not going to do it.
That's been the biggest turnaround so far for this team has been pitching.
I want to make an argument for what I truly believe that's the most valuable.
But you cannot give the MVP to a group.
Okay, all right, hold on.
You cannot. Yes.
When the Dodgers won the World Series in 1981, they had a three-headed monster at MVP. They gave three people the MVP.
Who got it?
It was Garvey, Guerrero, and one other guy. I don't remember who the third guy was, but it was three guys. Em, can you look that up? 1981 World Series MVP, please.
MVP is more of it. Well, I guess it's either a starting pitcher or an offensive award.
But they've done it. They gave it to three guys.
Yeah.
What's the difference between 3 and 5?
You
None.
can't give it to an entire bullpen.
Why?
Because you just can't.
They already have. They gave it to three people in the World Series one year.
But they're not in the bullpen. Bullpen
What's
is
the
more than
difference?
three. There's more than three guys in the bullpen.
That's what I'm saying. But once
that.
we've done it, given it to more than one person, all the rules are off. One is 3 is more than 1, 5 is more than 3.
Okay.
So what's the difference?
But that was 1981. That was a long time ago.
I know it was.
You and I were both like 10.
They're the only team. I shouldn't say the only team. They would not be here without those guys.
Guaranteed.
They would be home.
Your MVP is Shohei Ohtani.
For
No
the
matter how
season.
you slice it, end of story. He's been the guy.
For the NLCS?
He's the catalyst.
No.
Of course, he's the guy.
It's the bullpen, and then it's Edman, and then I think it's probably Ohtani. Edman's been more valuable to the Dodgers in this series than Ohtani has as far as the position that he plays.
I'm not going to
the
deny
hits that he's getting.
But when the Mets take the field, when they have their meetings or practice or whatever, the first and the last guy they
100%.
talk about is Shohei Ohtani.
You're 100% right about that.
That means you are the most valuable guy.
And
they also have the same talks about Mookie, too.
But, DeMarco, you're right about he's the first guy they talk about. He's the last guy they talk about.
And we say this, we're not going to let Show beat us.
I get that.
That's an entire game plan.
I get that.
Yeah.
But they're going to do that. Shohei Ohtani could be 0 for 50. They're still going to do it. Is he still the MVP if he's 0 for 50? No. My point is the performance matters.
But if he's 0 for 50, you're probably not winning.
I get it.
Yeah.
But he can be the most important person who you game plan against.
Yeah.
But he's got to perform, and he has performed, and that's why I think he's probably your third option. Edman has been more valuable to the Dodgers in these, what have we played so far, 4 games, than Ohtani has. It's close, But Ohtani doesn't play defense. Edman plays a premium defensive position.
You know this
leads
award
the
doesn't
team
go
hits.
to who it should go to every year, right? You know that.
So 1981 was Roy Say, Pedro Guerrero, and Steve Yeager.
Yeager, Say, and Guerrero. Okay, 3 hit. So let's do 5.
And it was a third baseman, outfielder, catcher.
Come on.
What's that?
They played third baseman, outfielder, catcher.
If it's 5 guys, then give it to one guy.
They're the most valuable guys. It happens to be more than one. We've already set the precedent that it can be more than one person.
Yeah, you can't be an MVP out of the bullpen.
They have 5 of them.
I know, but you can't. That doesn't work. It just
I'm
does not work that way.
I'm going to need a reason other than no, you can't do that.
It does not work that way. That would be unprecedented. That would be the first one ever.
Okay.
There have been other bullpens that have been just as important as this bullpen is to the Dodgers, but you can't give it to a group.
No. That's not true.
Yeah.
There's been individuals that have been, like Mariano Rivera, for instance, Dennis Eckersley, right? Guys that
there have been bullpens that are important to winning.
But it's usually a guy that you don't hit. This is 5 guys. They're pitching every game, multiple innings in every game. That's talk about unprecedented.
It doesn't happen.
That's unprecedented.
There's no way you can split that thing into 5
I don't
and
think
leave one guy out. Everybody except Knack.
Well, he's the one that got clobbered. You don't get your name on it.
If he's in the bullpen and you're giving it to the bullpen, he gets a piece.
If this is the trophy, we'll put Blake Trinan here. We'll put Daniel Hudson here. We'll put Phillips. We'll put all the guys here, and then on the bottom we can put Landon Knack.
Oh my God!
We'll put it on the wooden base.
See, look, sometimes when you win a championship, guys you hate get rings too. If you give it to the bullpen, he gets one.
He gets a ring. He gets
the MVP.
No, he doesn't.
So he gets to lie to his grandkids. I was the MVP of the World Series.
What's 5? Penta?
Yeah.
Penta.
That's why it's called a pentagon.
Penta MVPs.
Penta MVPs. You'd be opening up Pandora's box.
So we've had dual MVPs. We've had tri MVPs. I don't know if we've ever had a quad.
After this,
but let's just skip quad and go to Penta.
You're going to have field crews saying they're the MVP. If it wasn't for the grass, I cut this grass every day. It's perfect.
The grass is long in Citi Field.
I was going to say, if you told me that the grass was the reason they were winning, I'd listen to the field guys.
You can't give it to the field guys.
You can give it to the bullpen. You absolutely.
Okay. You're going to give it to the bullpen over Shohei Ohtani.
Yes.
Over Mr. 50-50.
That had nothing to do with
your
these
reason
last 4
for
games.
being.
This is the last 4 games. This is what we're voting on. They do not win these 4 games without those guys. Or 3 games, I guess it is.
Does anyone out there believe this?
Make a case why they're not the most valuable. Make the case.
No, I cannot. I'm just saying it's just you can't give it to a bullpen.
It's weird as hell. I understand that. But if Edman were just snap your fingers, he's gone. Do they win the series? I think, and everyone else is the same. Take any of those individuals out, and I think the result is pretty similar until you get to, hey, your bullpen guys are not good. They're out.
You're
That's
done.
It.
Yeah, we're not having
Even
this
if you
discussion.
took Bueller out.
Yes.
Okay, a little dicier. You take Yamamoto out, who was really good last night. Yeah, a little Those guys are pitching 4, 5, 6, in some cases 9 innings.
Can you give the Finals MVP to the bench players?
You gave it to Andre Iguodala.
I guess that's one guy, but the entire bench. The entire bench gets the MVP.
Okay, this is what I'm glad you brought that up. Let's say in this scenario, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green were all averaging 11 points a game.
Not playing well.
They're not playing, let's say 15.
Not playing great.
Not playing at their absolute best.
Yes.
But Iguodala and David Lee and all the other guys on the team, they're like, they all had 25 tonight. You can't pick those guys.
You give it to the bench. I'm telling you, you're opening Pandora's box there.
What's the penalty? It's not going to happen very often. That's the whole point. It's not like this is setting a precedent that you're going to do it every year.
That's what they said with touchdown celebrations. See? If we
it comes back to the turnover chain.
You know who to blame for TO? Joe Horn.
Oh, the cell phone.
Uh-huh.
I like that one.
So
that was good.
So
I like
TO.
that one. What are we drafted, Em?
We are drafting Halloween candy.
All right. Who gets the first pick? Do you know yet?
I do know. It's DeMarco.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay.
Don't blow it, DeMarco.
I'll try not to. I'll get the MVP.
You get it right, you might. And if you blow it, and Emily, Jorge, and I, we're going to get a try MVP along the way. Our snake draft, Halloween candy's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. MVP, right? We're talking about MVPs. We're talking about the bullpen or this guy or that guy. The MVP when it comes to Chevys, Rotolo Chevrolet. 13 years in a row. They say, you can't give it to the same people 13 years in a row. Wrong. They did do it 13 years in a row at Rotolo Chevrolet by taking care of you, by taking care of me, by taking care of everybody that comes onto the lot at Rotolo Chevrolet. right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You absolutely cannot miss it. A sea of Silverados, a sea of all the Chevy cars and trucks that you've been thinking about. And if Fontana's a little far, go online, rotolochevy.com, R-O-T-O-L-O, rotolochevy.com, and go see what all the fun's about. Go see why Mike Capozio's dancing on TV. Go see what he's put in place at Rotolo Chevrolet, where every single time you go on that lot, you're the most important person there. They're going to take care of you from the very beginning to the very end, through financing, through service, through all of it at Rotolo Chevrolet. And when you go out or when you go online, make sure you tell them that Travis sent you.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
We ask Californians why they don't vote. And the number one reason? They feel their vote doesn't count. But nothing could be further from the truth. Your vote isn't just a piece of paper. It's a powerful tool that shapes the world around you. And in turn, your health. Your health is way more than just diet and exercise. It's the air you breathe, the food, green spaces, and jobs available in your neighborhood, and your access to quality health care. You have a say in all of this. When you cast your ballot, you're voting for cleaner air, better access to nutritious food, more green spaces, good jobs and reduced stress, quality schools, and healthcare that's accessible and affordable for all. Your elected officials determine funding, pass laws, and shape policies that influence your health and the health of your entire community. The voting period has already begun and ends November 5th. For more information on how your vote impacts your health, visit myvotemyhealth.org.
The countdown to tip-off is on, and George Chevrolet wants to get you in the game with unbeatable offers on a new Chevy. That's right, George Chevrolet, your 6-time Chevy Dealer of the Year, is playing to win with big discounts and season-high savings on new models like the redesigned Chevy Traverse, the fuel-efficient Chevy Trax, and the all-electric Duo, the Chevy Blazer EV and Equinox EV, and many more. Visit George Chevrolet in Bellflower off the 91 Freeway Lakewood exit or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
A world-class entertainer.
I try sexting. That's what I try to do, you know.
He's Cedric the Entertainer.
I'm gonna sex. I'm on my way home one day. I'm like, hey, girl, Daddy about to pull up. You know what I'm saying? I might want to ... You know? She gonna text me back, pick up some bread.
Saturday, October 26th at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now at FantasySpringsResort.com.
Just get some damn bread, really?
Cedric the Entertainer.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about our newest partnership deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
That's right. Call us or slip into the DM, Uncle.Artie.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you, so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind, so you can focus on recovery and getting back to you.
If you've been injured in an accident or you're unhappy with your current injury attorney, come to Pernia Law. We take care of you like family. That's why they call me Uncle Artie.
Call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance-class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, it is a Friday. It is at 9:45, which means that we're doing our snake draft. We are also just a few days away from Halloween, so why not draft some Halloween candy? So we're all going to draft our favorite candies, and the order is DeMarco, Jorge, Travis, Emily.
Nice.
3 picks each, 12 total, because it's all can fit on the graphic. Right, Parker? All right, thanks. All right, DeMarco, you're up first.
I'm going off recent memory. I am so glad I divorced myself of this stuff.
Okay.
I really, because I could just binge on candy all day long.
Oh, really?
Are you like me? If I have one, I'm going to have 1,000.
I can go without, but I don't do one of anything.
Yeah, see, our little cat, what do you call that back there, where we get coffee?
Kitchen.
There's candy there.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm not addicted to Snickers anymore.
And it does cost money. Don't just take it.
This is true. But I'll go with round one, my first pick. If it's there and I'm digging through your bowl, the first thing I'm looking for is Snickers.
Classic.
Snickers is number
good
one.
choice.
It's a classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not you when you're hungry, right?
No, definitely not.
All right.
choice.
Good choice. Not like there's a lot of good number one overalls, and Snickers is not a bad.
Nope.
That's a solid choice. Jorge, what's your pick?
I'll go with we're not doing whole candies, right?
Any candy that you could get on Halloween.
All right, screw it. I'm going with a Hershey bar.
Ooh.
A classic Hershey
Classic
bar.
Hershey bar.
Can't go wrong with that.
That's a little high.
Little
high.
Even those,
the
they
little
make
miniatures?
Yeah, even those are great. They
Those
have
are
the
good.
little pieces in it.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Second pick
Clutch.
overall on a Hershey bar is just chocolate.
I feel like you could have got that later.
Nah,
But it's good.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
That's
It's
my
much,
go-to.
though.
If you
Yeah.
put some Hershey miniatures in front of me, I'm going to eat the whole
me
bag.
too. Yeah, same
I'm
here.
going to do it.
But I'm going to eat other
Yeah.
things first if they're there.
Probably.
But,
I'm with
anyway.
you on that.
All right, Trav, your pick.
I'm surprised it's here. I'll take it. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cold?
Yeah.
Frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, Jorge said you can have it.
Sure.
You can have it, Jorge?
Frozen, great.
Not a
Not
fan.
frozen, great.
Yeah.
Halfway melted. I'll lick it off the paper. I don't care.
Come on.
It is.
There's nothing worse than a melted Reese's, though.
Nothing worse?
There's nothing worse. I
There's
can't
a lot
stand
of
it.
things that are worse.
I just can't stand it
Yeah.
when it's melted.
It tastes exactly the same.
You
You
just
got
lick it up.
just need a napkin.
I
That's
just need
all.
the snap. I love it. Okay.
So here, you helped me with the you can eat the Big Mac out of the box.
Yeah.
Right. You use the box as kind of your delivery
What are you
system.
about to tell me?
The little paper cup, even
Yeah.
if it's melted, you just got to peel that corner, just a little bit of that paper, and then just.
Yep.
Like
I've done it.
Like Sylvester the cat with
Yes.
a fish. You dip it in, and all that comes out is a bones.
I've done
Yep.
it. Yes.
All right, I'm happy that I have my top two. These are the ones that if there's a bowl here, these are the top two I'm getting. My mom knows what I'm going to pick because she gets it for me whenever I have, any holiday. It's these two things. My first pick is going to be Twix. Love Twix. Can't get enough Twix. My favorite overall candy by far.
Left or the right side?
I don't care. Both of them in my mouth at the same time.
Okay. What,
Don't clip that.
do you like Twix?
I do like Twix.
You do.
They're.
I don't like that cookie in there.
Oh, really? Oh,
It
so
always,
good.
And maybe I've never gotten a fresh Twix, but it always tastes stale to me.
Oh,
What?
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What are you
Oh.
talking about?
I feel like that cookie has been in there for 100 years.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
and it's good every time.
The king size Twix?
Any size Twix.
But the king size with the 4? Come on. I'm so happy. Yes.
All right, so Twix is my first pick, and then the second pick is Kit Kats.
Oh.
Maybe it's something with me and things that come in the pairs. I like Kit Kats a lot. Any even the off-brand Kit Kats you can get at Trader Joe's, I love. So Twix and Kit Kats are my two top.
There was a time when I OD'd off Kit Kats.
Yeah,
when
they're
I was a
good.
kid. Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Do you break them by...
OD'd? Like I had it like every day, 5 times a day. Like I had to have a Kit
You
Kat.
overdosed on
Yeah, I
Kit
did.
Kats.
Overdosed, yeah.
Do you break the sticks individually, or do you eat it like a bar?
It got so bad, I was like making Pan's Flute. I was just taking a bite out of it. Yeah, it was just bad.
I like string cheese. To me, I think you have to break it. I think I'm very much.
You can't eat a stick like a string cheese. Just take a bite. You have to peel it.
I have to peel it, and then my Kit Kats, I have to separate them and eat them individually.
Yeah, I could get the whole stick.
Yeah, right there with you.
All right, Trav, here's.
Got a couple of choices here. I'm just going to do what I like. So I want a Milky Way dark specifically.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Really?
want, yeah.
Okay.
I prefer dark chocolate over just about any other kind of sweet things.
Yeah.
I like that. But I do like the caramel that's in a Milky Way. I do like that, whatever was it, nougat or whatever that whipped stuff is.
Yeah.
And unlike a Three Musketeers, which is just the whipped stuff, you get the you get the little.
Is that you, Jorge? Yeah. Sound like Sling Blade.
Milky Way dark.
Really? I'm so glad we're friends. You can have all mine.
Good.
Yes.
All the dark chocolate.
I'll bring all that dark chocolate. Yes.
I can't do dark chocolate
I know
either.
you don't
And,
like
you know,
it.
it's okay. I think maybe it's an age thing. Maybe when I get older, I'll like dark chocolate more. But
Do you not like it at all? Dark chocolate?
I mean, if
bitter.
I'm stuck on an airplane,
It is bitter. I agree.
and I want something sweet, and that's all you got, I'm going to eat it.
Do you like red wine?
I do love red wine.
So
oh gosh.
When you
Okay.
have a glass of your next time you have a glass of red wine, find just, and I'm not saying go buy a candy bar at the liquor store, but get a good piece of dark chocolate from the Trader Joe's has a lot of good options there. Just a little bit of piece and nibble on that with your red wine. Come back to me. See how that goes.
That
for
is
you.
the reason me and my brother, who's 54, we have kids under the age of 10. That right there. Yes, that's how it started.
That's
okay.
the formula. Okay.
We got set up. I
Gotcha.
love it.
Or with a cup of coffee, a little bit of coffee and dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Drop it in there.
Money.
Yeah.
All right, Jorge.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with M&M peanuts.
Ooh,
That's what I'm
great
gonna go
choice.
with. Yeah, M&M
Great
peanuts. No matter when, where, just
Can I just throw this out there?
Sure.
M&M peanut with the dark chocolate instead of the
Oh,
they have them
God.
and they're terrific.
And you guys can have all of them. These are my two least favorite things. I know, like, y'all love peanut M&Ms. I can't. Have you guys ever tried the cookie M&M?
I have not.
It is
Is it stale like a Twix?
game changer.
I've never heard anybody say that before.
It's by far my favorite version of an M&M is the cookie M&M. It's so good.
Have you tried the pretzel one?
I
have. Yeah, it's good.
How about the peanut butter one?
I don't like any of them other than the
Just the
peanut.
peanut
and the
What about the
regular.
minis? I love the minis.
The minis are good.
You can put them all in
as
your
long
mouth.
as they're regular.
You won't eat plain
On the
M&Ms?
McFlurry.
No, peanut or regular.
Oh, peanut or
M&Ms.
regular.
I don't
Okay.
like there's a crispy one. There's a pretzel. There's a peanut butter.
I think the
the peanut
crispy
or
one is
plain?
one that I'm talking about. The cookie
Yeah.
crispy one.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did your kids eat around the peanut?
No.
Okay, my
No,
kids.
my 3 kids will eat anything. They'll
Oh,
eat a
really?
Piece
Okay.
of chocolate.
My kid spits out the peanut.
DeMarco,
Yeah.
you got 2.
I got 2. Okay, so let me go here. Always another. If I'm reaching for a Snickers, the next thing I'm reaching for is Starburst. Anybody like Starburst in here?
Love Starburst. What's your favorite color?
Does not matter.
Okay, what's your least favorite color?
I don't have one.
Okay.
I love Starburst.
I think it's very important to understand your rankings of colors because I eat my Starburst in order of my least favorite to my favorite.
Okay, yellow, orange, red.
Yellow being the best, of course.
Yes. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
What's your
Yellow
favorite?
Yeah.
Starburst is by far the worst version of a Starburst ever created.
That's fine. Look, we can share our candies because we don't like any of the same
Absolutely. I'll
stuff.
take all your
Yeah.
yellows.
You guys,
Yeah.
okay? I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
You don't like lemons.
Oh, that's what it is.
The red and the
Oh.
pink is by far the best.
They're all good.
Pink is by far the best.
I love Starburst.
They
Yeah.
feel like they're going to pull my fillings right out of my head.
Okay.
I can't. Really
Oh
do
yeah.
that.
Well, wait till you hear my next choice.
Guys,
Yeah.
sorry.
I know
Before
what it
we
is.
move off the Starburst,
Yeah.
you know why pink and red are the best? Because they have a version that's only pink and red of Starburst. They don't have a version that's only yellow and orange.
Then you should buy those.
There you go.
I do.
This was big for me. I picked
Anyway,
Starburst
sorry,
over
another
the
one.
other one. Somebody else could pick it, but yeah, Starburst over the other S candy. Yeah. See, I let that go. That's a milestone for
Yeah.
me. Another thing I OD'd on. So this is also something that will rot your teeth, and like you said, pull the fillings right out. Milk Duds.
Oh, those are good.
Milk Duds. Yes.
I'm surprised Milk Duds even made it on this list, honestly.
You don't
I
like
like
Milk
Milk
Duds?
Duds. I'm with you.
Oh, they're
don't.
so good. But they will pull
Do
the
you try to chew them, or do you slowly try to melt them in your mouth, and so they don't pull the filling?
I
'Cause
think I
if you
end up that way. Yeah.
I try to go slow. It's like a lot of things. You try to go slow, and you get too excited.
Yes.
and,
Oh,
you end up chewing them.
You feel in your tooth separate
Yeah.
from your gum, then
You
you,
know
slow
what?
down.
I
Yeah.
went out of candy. I don't want to work. I want to eat the candy and I want to enjoy it. I don't want to have to suck on the Milk Duds until I don't want to wait.
That's the point of Milk Duds. You're supposed to sit there for a while with them.
Yeah,
Which
but
is why I don't like
so
them.
they're
Good.
invented by a dentist.
Then don't make them.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I 100%. Yes.
Okay, Jorge, your last pick.
See, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go with my. Look it up, Parker. I gotta go with Mexican candy at some point.
Yeah.
I gotta have that watermelon with the chile, the watermelon sucker.
I haven't had that.
it's
I
like-
thought you were gonna go with that little coffee.
No,
thing.
no.
I think we've done this before. You also did
Yeah,
the same thing, and you
yeah.
still didn't know the answer.
It's
What,
the
it's a
corn one.
watermelon lollipop with a pepper in it.
with chili on it. Yeah.
So a spicy lollipop.
It's spicy, but then it gets to the sweet after you suck
I
out.
might have to rock that.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
First they're
So-
sour, then they're sweet.
Exactly. Sour
Yeah.
Patch Kids. That's a good one too.
Well, there's 2 more
No.
picks left.
But I'll go with the Sandia Paleta from Vero. That's the brand.
All right. Well, Parker, you look that up. Travis.
I think that if I picked this. Everybody's going to look at me like I got frogs on my face. York peppermint patties.
Boo,
really?
old man.
I love them.
They're good.
They're very refreshing.
Super good. Yeah.
It's because you love toothpaste.
I don't like minty things except for a York peppermint patty. I love them. My mother-in-law would always have a little bowl of these around her house,
ones?
the little teeny ones.
Yes,
and
they're perfect.
when I was done, the bowl would be empty. They're
totally.
so good. So give me the York peppermint.
You know what?
patty.
It's like it can't be that good. Let me try another one.
Yeah.
It can't be that good. Let me try another
You know
one.
why it's good?
It's because it's not.
It's got dark chocolate on it. It does. It's covered in dark chocolate. That's what makes it great.
If you had another pick, would it be Werther's Originals? Come on, Travis.
Oh,
no,
come on.
those you talk about having to work for it. They don't taste bad, but they. I'm out on Werther's.
The little
old
York
man.
peppermint patties has gotten me through church. I don't know how many times.
yeah.
Please give me another one. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
I have to run mine out with the last pick, and I'm going to do something fruity. So, I have 2 chocolates. I'm going to do a fruity. I'm going to go probably with specifically a nerd rope. You know what those are? The nerds on top with a rope on it. And they also have a different version of it. It's smaller, the nerd gummy clusters. It's the same concept. It's just instead of a rope, it's smaller pieces. Nerd gummy clusters,
Never
nerd
had it.
rope.
Yeah,
Amazing.
never had it.
Amazing.
Are you into nerds?
No, I don't like I'm much more of the chocolatey,
Chocolate, okay.
crunchy, peanutty, like that. That's
Willy
more
Wonka.
the nerds, the Skittles, the Starburst. That's way down the list for me. Like I don't like those. The super fruity sweet things are not at the top of my list.
So we didn't do well. Kasim.
Kasim, what would you pick?
What's your pick?
I'm not really like a chocolate person.
Okay.
But I will say, if I were to pick chocolate, I'd say, sorry, DeMarco, the Reese's.
Oh, yeah.
Melted, though.
You like it melted,
It's
warm.
good. I don't know. Have you guys had M&M's melted?
No.
Put them in the microwave for like 20 seconds.
What?
It's actually good. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Just
whole
have
point
chocolate
is that they're
syrup.
good.
So
It's actually good. I'm not
the
gonna,
candy
no,
part
because you
is
still get
candy, and then you get hot.
Cut
you
his
get
mic.
warm
You
chocolate.
cut his mic.
You still get the crunch in it,
You
but
get
it's
warm
like the
chocolate.
chocolate's melted.
I don't know if they
It's
still
actually-
do
it's
this
fire.
commercial. Kasim, you're a young man, so you probably don't know this, but the marketing slogan for M&M's was "It melts in your mouth, not in your hand."
Or
Like it was
microwave.
specifically designed not to melt.
Well, I like
All
chocolate
right.
in it.
Nuking his unmeltable candies.
Okay. Also, another candy we didn't do is Tootsie Pops, and I love the commercial, the one with the owl. It's
Yeah.
like
I saw that
one,
last night.
One,
two,
a three.
Three licks.
Three.
Uh,
I hate that owl for that. Yeah, he stole his lollipop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to be wise and patient.
He was. He got
ruined
the
whole
lollipop.
thing.
And
Yeah,
what
I
is
guess
that?
you're
A
right.
commercial from the '60s? It feels like it's been on forever.
Forever.
I'm a chocolate person, so Hershey Kisses right at my house. I always send my
Oh, yeah.
2 kisses to school.
They have
always
dark
2
chocolate
kisses.
ones.
Yeah.
No gummy bears, no Skittles either.
Ooh, gummy bears.
I picked Starburst over Skittles.
I
told him that. Yeah. Usually it might have been Skittles, but I went back to Starburst.
I'll mess with a gummy bear. That's one of the fruity things that I kind of do like. Those aren't
Gummy
bad.
bears are good.
As long as they're not stale, but they're little.
Hey, remember the gummy bears with tahini or chili?
Oh, yeah.
Game changer.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good. All right. Lakers had a preseason game last night, and I saw something that I want to get excited about. You need to tell me if I should get excited about it. That's next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days in style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny.
I've heard this one before.
You've heard this song?
Yeah, I think my kids had this at some point or another.
I've never heard this.
By the way,
I'm actively rejecting this song. Don't. Yeah, I'm not taking
Come on.
this in.
What do they play this in the club?
The what?
In the club.
What's the club?
It's the club.
The
In the
club?
club, we all fam.
Oh. I have no idea what she's talking
It's the club.
You got me, Em. I don't know.
I'm rejecting
I
the
don't
song.
know.
Yes.
I don't know. Can I vent to you for a second?
Shoot. Go ahead.
Parents will understand this. Jorge, your children might be a little too young for you to fully grasp this, so I'm looking at you,
Go ahead.
DeMarco.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible to love your children unconditionally and want to break their necks at the same time?
Absolutely.
Okay, because that's where I am.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
That's where I am, with one of them in particular.
That's the battle. It's either 50 or 51, 49. Yeah.
I will do whatever they need to have done whenever they need to have it done, but I also would like to strangle one.
Can you share the stress point? You can't share the stress point?
No.
You can't. You can't do it.
Just what I need you to tell me, DeMarco's, Trav, you're going to be okay.
I too am thirsty. There you go.
I too know what it's like to have thirst.
Yes, to have thirst.
I didn't ask you to bring me a drink of water.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all good. And the Dodgers are up in the series. Come on.
That's good news. That definitely helps. Dalton Knecht made every shot he took last night. I don't know if that's an official number, but it sure felt like it, didn't it?
Yeah, he did. He
Do I
balled
care?
out, didn't he? Yeah, you care. Of
Why?
course you care. That's the 17th pick.
No, I understand.
Yeah, you
but
care.
I'm going to need him to. I guess what I'm getting at is a big performance in the preseason means what? Because he was terrific. He knocked down a bunch of shots. Lakers made 3-pointers, which I know J.J. Redick's going to try to implement as kind of the new way that they play, or at least a newer way that they're going to play. I don't know. It feels like preseason is always, that's cool. I've seen guys get 5 hits in a spring training game, and then you never hear their name again.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is going to be different. I mean, how many minutes do you think he gets tonight anyway? 20?
I think
less than 20?
20 seems, I'd say between 15 and 20.
So, I mean, he's not going to be able to do what he did last night. You're not going to see that. But it's fun for him.
If he shoots like that, he'll get more opportunities.
Well, I mean, who do you going to take off the floor to put him on?
So he can
they have some injuries to start the season.
Yeah, and by the way, if J.J. Redick if what he wants to do is what they do, shoot threes and get good looks at threes, then he's going to play because I don't know if he's their best shooter, but he's on the list.
Well, yeah, that's the other side of preseason. This is, I mean, it fits your skill set, fill it up, no one cares, and you're not playing against anybody. It's different when you're playing against real guys. Like, how many minutes can I really give you when you have to go guard on the other end?
But this was the trial game. This is the last one before the regular season starts. This was more of like what old NFL last preseason game was.
Game 3, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we said the same thing about Austin Reeves, 2 years ago, that he, this is a one-off. He hit that game winner. And then he's starting in the playoffs. He's a big part of the Lakers rotation. Let's not count out Dalton Knecht just because it's preseason.
I don't know if he's a part of that 9-man rotation just yet.
Oh, he'll be part of that. He has to be part of that.
And, like how many minutes he's going to chew up or when he comes in that 9-man rotation. But lost in all that was Anthony Davis actually going berserk as well. Don't forget that. So
but I know what I'm going to get with him. Right, but my
pulling up from 3 early,
My only question when it comes to AD is what is health. If AD's healthy, he's terrific.
Healthy and shooting threes.
Yeah, his shot coming back would be a nice. But Anthony Davis is one of the true two-way players in the league. Anthony Davis is an all-star. Anthony Davis is one of the 10 or 12 best players in the league.
He's special.
He's special.
No doubt.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah.
You've got 2 guys that are special, but I think where the Laker machine breaks down,
the other 7.
It's what else do you have? Austin Reeves what was he in that list? 75th.
He was 72. So in ESPN ranked the top 100 NBA players going into this season. The only 3 players that are on it are LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Austin Reeves.
They had him at 72.
Yes, which. That feels
that's
about right.
Bad.
No, that's pretty good.
You're on the list.
That's pretty good. But from AD, I think was 12th or 13.
13.
So you go from LeBron was 7 to 13. Both of those feel, if not perfect, close enough.
Top 20.
And then you drop down to the low 70s.
Yeah.
And then after that, no one else makes the list, at least of the top 100. Somebody's going to have to play when LeBron and AD either aren't playing well or are injured or you got to support that. And what we saw last year, the supporting cast just really kind of wasn't up for it on a regular basis. D'Angelo's up and down. That's just D'Angelo's lot. Gabe Vincent never really played last year. Vanderbilt really didn't play much last year. They're going to have to find 2 or 3 more rotational guys that can give you kind of a expected performance. Now, a rookie is going to kind of be all over the map anyway, but if that dude can shoot like that or close to that, that's really interesting.
You're talking yourself into what you make of what you just saw. That's exactly what he's going to be.
He could be Sam Hauser. He could be Peyton Pritchard. The guys that are not the guys you think of with the Celtics, but they help them win games.
Yeah. What do you call those? The depth guys.
Glue guys.
Those type of guys. But it was nice to see him just go off. Yeah. Just be that guy because they're never going to ask you to do this again, or rarely.
Maybe not
your entire career, they may not ask you to do this.
Maybe not ask it, DeMarco, but sometimes you may stumble into it. Like, hey, look, I'm white hot tonight. Just keep feeding me the ball.
But if he's the guy on your basketball team, you got problems.
Not night in and night out.
Yeah.
But look, if the Lakers are going to make a run to whatever the best version of a Laker run is, I don't know if anybody is going to think this is a championship team, but if they're going to be a playoff team, maybe win a series, LeBron and AD are going to have to be the guys, but you're going to have other guys, not to be your best guy, but to guys that you can count on. They struggled because there was never that third guy to kind of lean on. And I don't know if he needs to be the third guy, but he can't be a non-factor.
No, but I didn't get third guy. This is the third piece of the puzzle. So if he's on the floor with LeBron and AD and it's crunch time, I don't see J.J. Redick running plays for him. Based on this,
not running plays, but what's the Laker best play over? Or never. Let me rephrase.
Drive and kick.
There you go.
Drive, kick, shoot.
LeBron James's best play, it might be the most unstoppable thing I've ever seen in the NBA, maybe other than Kareem's skyhook
or Shaq.
But even Shaq, you could at least foul him, and you had a chance.
Yes.
LeBron going to the hoop.
You can't stop him.
He's going to kick to somebody that's wide open. He's going to finish. Or you're going to foul him, or both.
Right. But I'm with you with him with Knecht, right? If he's going to be in those games, in those moments, on the receiving end of that drive and dish, right? But it ain't going to be your 35th point.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But it could be his 13th point, and it could be the one that wins the game.
Exactly.
It's a better option than Roy Hachimura.
Yes. For that shot?
For that shot.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah.
Well, in the playoffs, Roy's kind of
not great.
No, he's not great. But I'm just
not great.
But I don't think he'll be a guy that's counted on to score 35 points.
No.
Yeah, but the talent
never.
you saw definitely plays.
My question isn't is he going to get 35? My question is, can he give you those 12 that often enough to where it's like, okay, that's my guy.
Well, what did you see? That's what I saw. I mean, this is why you drafted him 17.
He can shoot. I was pleasantly surprised. It was one of those, okay. All right.
None of us are saying he's going to be on an all-star team. We're just saying that it's
make
a bright
open
spot.
Shots.
Yes.
Right.
Make open shots when you have a chance to make an open shot.
Okay, a little reverse-ism.
Okay.
I don't want to call. How can you mix up him and Rivers?
You mean Reeves?
Reeves. How can you mix up him and Reeves?
I don't think you should.
Some people have.
Well, they're two white
Just
boys.
because they're white?
Thank you. That's what. See, it's reverse-ism.
The white boy of the month.
That's what I'm saying.
Profiling.
I'm just saying. Yeah, they're two different guys.
It's
they
like,
don't even look alike.
Well, people say it's Caruso and to Reeves that LeBron always has his white boy of the month.
Bald. Like,
exactly.
He was easy to pick out.
Caruso was not. You didn't get Caruso confused for anybody.
They're completely
bald.
different players.
Yeah.
Caruso and Austin Reeves. Caruso is a defense-heavy guy. That's not Reeves's MO.
But Knecht and Reeves, really, we're mixing those two. Really?
They have a similar haircut.
Yeah.
Come on, really?
Have you seen them? Both their haircuts look similar.
I thought you were going to say in the same room at the same time. Yes, I have. They're two different people.
Well, Reeves is familiar. Reeves is familiar looking now, so I'm not going to get him confused with it. I've seen him at Knecht. You're still kind of getting to know his face.
Okay, but you don't say that's Reeves.
No, because I know what Reeves looks like.
All right, so the Lakers are led by their coach, who is a spicy white boy, and then now we're going to have two more spicy white boys.
Is he
great.
spicy? Is he
yeah.
spicy?
Oh yeah.
Really?
J.J. Redick was very spicy.
Now keep in mind,
Spicy
Emily
means
probably
swag.
thinks he's a little more spicy because she's a UVA person and he's a Dookie, so she hates all Dookies.
Oh, okay.
But he's a hateable Duke guy.
You're not.
That's where I go. He's a Duke guy. I never thought.
But that's
Duke
spicy.
Or spicy.
He's a slap the floor on back on
That
defense.
dude, yeah.
He's one of those.
The Bobby Hurley type.
You know what it is? It's one of take it easy, dude.
Right.
But he can hit those threes.
The problem is
he
was really good.
He had the arm sleeve.
Yeah.
He has that. You know what?
Okay.
It's one of those. Really?
Yeah.
come on, man.
He's got
and
20.
Then he'd go down and he'd make another one. You're
He's
like,
got
all right,
20.
I guess this is what we're dealing with.
But if anybody knows how to get the best out of Dalton, Knecht, and Austin Reeves, it might be J.J.
Or how to use them. Yeah.
All right, Dodger game coming up in just a little bit less than 4 hours from right now. You can hear it right here on 710 ESPN. Let's get into the Rams, DeMarco. Obviously, they got I don't know if it's a big game, but it sure is an important game against the Raiders.
It's a tough matchup.
It is a very important game for what happens after. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Coverage of the 2024 MLB playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. With next-level tech and safety features, Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
All right, everybody. Sedano and Cap here. And George, let's talk to everybody about Prize Picks, where you and me are freaking geniuses, and that's why we're killing it.
We are crushing it, Cappy. And by the way, you can too. You can win as much as up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks.
But let me tell you something right now. When you download the Prize Picks app and you use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, you make your first play at $5, they hit you with an instant $50 bonus. It doesn't matter if you win the play or you lose the play. A $5 play turns into a $50 bonus.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. They're giving you free money, for God's sake. And by the way, it's the best way to get action in sports in over 30 states, including, obviously, this one here in California.
So, George, I want everybody to download the Prize Picks app and use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, and let's win.
Yeah, absolutely. And Prize Picks puts its members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Man, when your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. And you know where you can do it? Only on Prize Picks.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles has Southern California's only pediatric level 4 epilepsy unit? But what does that really mean for your child? It means a place where every doctor, nurse, and piece of equipment is specially designed for kids with epilepsy. They create personalized care plans for each child. But here's what's really exciting. The Neurological Institute is running over 45 clinical trials to develop new therapies. That means your child could have access to tomorrow's treatments today.
Hey, it's Travis.
And DeMarco.
Hey, accidents can be shocking, devastating, and difficult to deal with, which is why you should never deal with them alone and have family on your side.
Joseph S. Normand and his trusted team are family, and they're here to help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
You know, when my son was in an accident, we called Joseph at 213-747-2000, and he was able to help.
You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
Are you looking to stay up to date on all Lakers news during preseason? Make sure you've signed up for Lakers emails to keep you in the loop. Lakers pregame emails provide the latest game day information and projected starters. With Lakers weekly emails, get electric game highlights and exclusive Lakers promotions straight to your inbox. Sign up now at Lakers.com/emails. That's Lakers.com/emails. Let's go, Lakers.
Hey, Travis here. It's time to get out and get dirty. Toy Hauler RV season is officially open. Bring your toys along for less through October 20th at your Toy Hauler headquarters, Mike Thompson's RV. Revved up discounts across a huge inventory. Check this out today at MikeThompson.com. That's MikeThompson.com.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today. And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, so
I'm so happy I'm not the only one, Travis. I love you so much. Thank you very much.
I might need a hug at the end of this
I
day.
thought I was alone. I'm not. Yes.
we did our candy draft about half an hour ago, and the guys back there just posted it on our Twitter, so make sure to go check it out there and vote who won. But someone tweeted, "It's like Emily, chill. It's not your picks. It's someone else's. Why are we keeping candy now?" I have opinions, and it's okay. Would you rather me have no opinions and host a radio show just saying everything's cool? Come on.
As long as we can all agree that Kasim is a maniac for nuking his M&Ms, then we're all on the same page. Right?
Yeah,
man.
It's a don't knock it
I'm
till you
trying
try
to
it
help.
thing. So,
Bruh, come on now. Really?
Hey, we'll all do it together, and then we'll see.
No, we will not.
Okay, but it's also coming from you who thinks that yellow Starbursts are the best.
I'm with you.
I also get a lot of heat for pouring the milk before the cereal, also. So
You pour the milk. I may throw you out.
You're going to waste some milk doing that.
Okay, hold on, kid. Okay. Why? No, there may be a good answer to this. I'm genuinely
My
asking.
reasoning is that, my reasoning for it is that, it doesn't get soggy. Like, you pour the cereal first and then the milk on top, so the top already gets submerged
Don't look at me. Don't
in
engage.
milk.
Don't engage.
No,
Travis.
he's selling me
all
on
right,
this.
So when you pour more cereal back in, the milk is already in the bowl. You don't take out the milk and then put the cereal.
DeMarco, he's
it
making
makes
a lot of
sense.
I tuned
It
him
makes
out.
sense.
I tuned
This
him
sounds
out
like a guy
already.
who doesn't buy milk, and you're wasting milk.
No, he's not.
You're going to pour too much milk if you do milk first.
I don't pour too much milk. I've been doing it for 21 years. That it's like I know that.
I have not. I'm not.
Did you buy that milk?
Cereal guy, but the next time I do it, can I offer you another little cereal hack, Kasim?
Yeah, sure.
Because this is when I do eat it. This is eat it out of a coffee mug.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
because
good.
you can carry it.
You just drink it and take like a big bite off the top of the cereal stack.
You got to have like Cheerios, though. It can't be big.
Cheerios are the best.
They're
You
perfect.
can also have like cornflakes or
Yeah.
Special K or something like
that's
that.
daddy
That'll work.
deal.
Honey
we go.
bunches of oats on that.
Oh, yeah. Cinnamon.
Roshab, the milk before cereal. No, don't
I
ever
can't-
say that again.
I can't eat cinnamon, but I can't eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. I will mess that up.
The whole box.
It's pretty good.
I know.
Then
And
the
just-
milk afterwards with the cinnamon toast crunch. The milk is the
Come
best
on,
part, bro.
See,
I'm
stop.
doing the Kasim cereal hack.
But
I'm
guys,
There you go.
a secret to the snake draft. It only works if we have some
Just
disagreements.
Yeah, no
Okay,
doubt.
guys?
Quiet,
we have
lady.
to disagree on some things. And maybe I'm so fired up because my coach quit 20 days before the
poor
season.
guy.
We'll get into it later. But Tony Bennett,
He
know what?
he did you wrong, didn't he?
Does anybody
I love
need
him.
seats for the Raider game for the game this weekend against the Raiders? What was that Freudian slip?
No.
Okay. Does anybody need seats? Anybody? No.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
okay.
Let's talk during the break.
Yeah, I was like,
It's time for this week's Milwaukee.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
We'll get
too.
to it in a minute.
So we're going to talk about
Yeah.
the Rams and the Raiders. I think you tell me if you disagree. I don't think that you do. If the Rams lose to the Raiders on Sunday,
it would be a disaster.
very, very clearly their season is going in a direction that nobody wants, but it's the writing's on the wall.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
If you lose to the Raiders, the season is over.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. If you lose to the Raiders, it is all right. What do we have? Who's part of our future? Who's not? And
No.
let's
You're 1-5, and then you start saying things like, "We're going to find out who loves to play football."
Yep. And who's
That
going to be a
stuff.
part of our team
And
next
then we
year?
start draft watching.
I
Yeah.
agree. And if my phone rings, I'm picking it up and I'm listening. If you know what I mean? Like there may be some guys that shut it down. There may be some guys that get moved. So a loss very clearly pushes you in that direction.
Correct.
Does it matter how the win goes if you win? If, for instance, if you beat the Raiders 31-10, cool.
Smash them.
We're moving.
Yes.
We got the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go. Let's get 2 in a row, and now we're within a game of 500, and you can tell yourself that story and mean it. If you beat the Raiders 13-10, and you barely beat one of the worst teams in the league
Last
by the
second
skin
field
of your
goal.
teeth,
Yeah.
and it's and you don't look good, and you don't play well, but you just find a way to win the game, isn't the writing on the wall? Even though you won, the writing on the wall still is. We're still not a great football team.
No, get the win. The win is the most important thing. If you win, you get to salvage. This is the Alamo. You keep the group together. You hold off the trade rumors for another week until you play Minnesota. Because, look, they have more wins than you. The Raiders have 2 wins, you have 1. So technically they are the better football team.
But the Alamo here would be, I got 2 bullets left and no food, and we got to stay here 6 months.
But the name of the game is to win, getting the W. I get you. It's not about style points. Just get the W. But I hear what you're saying, and I have to win convincingly. That brings me to the matchup.
It's time for this week's Milagro matchup. For the Milagro matchup. With Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, right here on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila, Milagro Tequila. Take it away, Big D.
I just realized that this means a lot to Emily, too, because you just played the Raiders. The Steelers did.
I did.
Okay, so watching that game and watching how they tried to defend, it's so funny. I could say this, and it's tongue-in-cheek, and it's real. They got Justin Fields benched.
Yeah.
The Raiders defense did.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, when you think about it, yeah. So how they
Justin Fields benched himself.
That's the other thing. 5 touchdown passes not enough. But just defending an athletic quarterback like Justin Fields, it gives you an insight as to why the Raiders are struggling. Now, this is going to be different. If you picked the polar opposite guy of Justin Fields, it would be who? Probably Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Yeah, more of a pocket passer, pick you apart from there, not going to move. He gets worse if he creates off schedule.
Yep.
Fields is the opposite way. So Max Crosby had a field day. He did. They couldn't stop him. He was in the backfield constantly. The same thing cannot happen against Matthew Stafford. If Max Crosby is allowed to do Max Crosby things, I think he has 5.5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, 10 quarterback hits. He's top 5 in every metric as far as edge rushers and defensive ends. If you allow him to be Max Crosby, that takes away from Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford has to create off schedule, the offense gets stagnated, and then you have problems. If Matthew Stafford is allowed to stay on schedule, stay ahead of the chains, I don't think the Raiders can stop you. So my real matchup is Max Crosby versus whatever tackles he's on, or
do they
Matthew
move
Stafford.
him around a lot?
Oh yeah, they're going to pick on the week. They're going to find him. And if
where do you start? Do you start with Havenstein or do you start
with Logan Bruss in an obvious passing situation?
Okay.
I bet that's where he stands up and rushes over. But so that's going to be that matchup. But the Raiders are giving up $140 on the ground per game, and they've allowed 7 rushing touchdowns. So really, the matchup is Max Crosby versus everybody in Stafford, or the Raiders defense and their lack of tackling versus Kyren Williams. Because he will control this football game. If the Rams are going to win, Kyren Williams will be the MVP of this game, legit, not a bullpen. So that's the matchup.
That's this week's Milagro matchup. On the home of Rams football, 710 ESPN. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila, Milagro Tequila.
I want to come back to the...
Where's Jorge? Hold on. Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. How'd I do?
You did good. Say it again.
Milagro.
Milagro, yeah.
Milagro, my man. Yes. Made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Milagro, my man, at your favorite retailer, in-store and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila, Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly. He's always looking at me funny when I say that. So
say reposado.
Say it again.
Reposado.
Reposado.
There you go.
That was
pretty
good.
Hey, bravo.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I say añejo.
Añejo.
Reposado is better.
Reposado is better.
We're going to need to get you the Northgate soon, DeMarco.
Yeah.
Good.
Blanco.
Okay. Blanco.
There you go.
There you go. It's easy.
I can't be the one to cue you because I can't do it either. I can't.
My man.
Either. By the way, I know I'm right about the bullpen because you still haven't given me a good reason why it's not the most valuable.
There isn't a good reason not to give them, except that you can't give it to a bullpen.
I mean, we'll
Has
see.
it ever happened before?
No.
That's the reason I have.
DeMarco, that's never a good reason not to do something. Nothing would ever change if you said, well, we've
Okay,
never done
Travis,
that before. They'd
would
still
you-
be taking trains to game.
Could we give the
We've
Rams...
never taken an airplane before. We can't do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I had one argument. This is way back in the day. It's not you, but I'm going to put you in there.
Okay.
I argued against, loudly, against giving the Heisman Trophy to a freshman, to Johnny Manziel.
Okay.
I said if you give it to him too soon, that kid is going to burn out by the time he turns professional.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happened.
But I don't know if that's because of the Heisman or because Johnny Manziel was a train wreck.
But I had no reason other than it's bad. It can't happen. You were right.
Manziel's was off the tracks before he had the Heisman.
Even his dad said it. I got you.
All right, let me give you another example. Okay, so in the Rams-Bengals Super Bowl, the Rams sacked Joe Burrow an unprecedented 7 times,
Yeah,
a
they
Super
beat him
Bowl
up.
record 7 times. So yes, you could give it to Aaron Donald, but you can make the argument: are we going to give it to the entire defensive line?
I would have been okay with that. But here's the slight difference there. Aaron Donald was clearly the reason they got 7 sacks. He might not have gotten all 7 of them, but he
caused them.
He got some of them and caused
Ernest Jones,
all of them.
Ashawn Robinson,
Yep.
Leonard Floyd, Aaron
Von
Donald.
Miller had one,
All
didn't
respect
he?
to Ashawn. If
Von
Ashawn's
Miller.
getting the sack, it wasn't because of him.
That's what I mean. But you can't really. Is Trinan more valuable than Kopech? Maybe, maybe not. Is Phillips more valuable than Hudson? Maybe, maybe not. Like, they're all kind of sort of equally valuable in what they've been able to do, except for Landon Knack, who has struggled. Sorry, buddy.
See, if you're going to give it to the bullpen, he's included in the bullpen.
He can go do a TV interview while we hand out the MVP to all the other guys.
What if
over
that's
here.
the only holdup? Landon Knack has to be
Then he's in.
included.
Then he's in because he's in. He's pitching out of the bullpen. If we're giving it to everybody, Henriquez gets a taste.
It would not stop
Kasperius
you.
gets a taste. It would not stop me.
Okay.
Now he doesn't get to hold it. We're going to Trinan and Kopech and Phillips and who else? Hudson. They get to hold it.
You're going to give it to the bullpen while Mookie and Shohei are sitting right there.
I guarantee you, Mookie and Shohei would be like, "Amen,
They
brother.
might be with you. You
Let's
might be
go to
right.
the World Series."
And who
You
knows?
might be
Maybe
right.
Otani will be coming out of the bullpen in the World Series.
Yeah. God, doesn't that feel like a lifetime ago when we were talking about that?
Yeah, I mean, because the bullpen's showing up and has mowed
That
him down.
feels like a lifetime ago. Emma, let me ask you this. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You got a 1-run lead. Who do you want to pitch for the Dodgers? Are the
Bases
defensive
loaded, 2 outs.
What's the inning again?
It's the 9th inning. You're at Dodger Stadium. It's Game 7 of the World Series.
Yes.
Okay.
The tying run is at 3rd. The winning the go ahead run is at 2nd. You can pitch. All of your bullpen guys
Anybody.
are available. Who do you pick?
Then give me Landon Knack. Give me Landon Knack. Come on.
Just to earn that trophy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now, Blake Trinan.
Yeah, I think so.
Blake Trinan has the nastiest stuff right now. It's like he's throwing a frisbee out there.
I think
Why
so,
isn't he a starter? Tell me later. Yeah, I know.
I'm going to give you an example.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's a dragster. He's not an F1 car. That's the
okay,
difference.
that's it.
He is a dragster. He's not an F1 cars run the race for an hour and a half, right? A dragster runs for what, 5 seconds?
Yes.
It's
and
like asking Noah
doesn't
Lyles
turn.
to do a mile.
It doesn't turn.
I do this, and
That's
it's
it. Okay.
we're done.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He-
Okay.
He's not making turns. He's just.
And I don't want to ask him to turn. Just be a dragster.
He doesn't.
That's all you
the
need.
car's not built to turn. The
Yeah.
car goes like this.
How much money can you make as a top-end reliever?
Go ask Mariano Rivera. Quite a bit.
That's the best closer of all time.
Well, okay, but
I mean, Kenley Jansen made some money.
yeah, you can get paid. You got to do it more than 1 year, and he gets hurt a lot, so that's
Yeah.
why he's had
Okay.
a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But Trevor Hoffman, Lee Smith, these guys, yeah.
So being a reliever is not a demotion.
It used to be, not anymore.
Edwin Diaz
Yeah.
is
Okay.
getting paid $7 million this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just have to be good at your one skill.
How about Closeout last night? Wow, what a game! Like I'm just gonna geek out for 30 seconds.
Go for it.
That was as good of a playoff baseball game as I can remember seeing. The Yankees and the Guardians last night. That Emmanuel Clase is the best closer in baseball. Period. Sentence. Paragraph. He's the best guy. Judge and Stanton go back to back to give him the lead in the 8th inning off of the best relief pitcher in baseball.
Wow.
The Guardians get down to their last strike in the 9th inning, and they hit a home run to extend the game into the 10th.
Crazy.
And then they get down to their last out in the 10th inning, and they hit a 2-run home run to win the game and save this. Now they're not down 3-0. They're down 2-1. They're holding on to home field advantage. Like all of their entire season got saved in the span of 2 innings after they had the game kind of in the palm of their hand until Judge. It was back and forth. Awesome.
What time was that game on?
It started at 2:30, and it
Okay.
ended it didn't end until the Dodgers
I
game
should
had
have
already
watched
started.
that. I wasted
It was,
time watching that stupid Thursday night ball.
Yeah, it
Sean Payton going back to New Orleans was a dud. He
Yeah.
killed them.
The most Spencer Rattler, the most Thursday night football interception of all time was a Spencer Rattler interception where he's like falling. Yeah.
Do you guys hate Spencer Rattler?
I have no opinion on him.
A lot of people
I
don't
just don't
like
think he's
him.
very good.
Yeah, I have no opinion one way or the other.
Oh, really? I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people hate him, but I'm like, he's in the NFL, guys. He's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's not starting quality though.
Last night's NFL game, honestly, is the first time I can remember an NFL football game being played, and I completely forgot about it until the next day.
Really?
I
I
was
should've
driving
watched
in
that.
this morning,
Yeah.
listening to my podcast and stuff, and they mentioned the Thursday. I'm like, oh, right. I didn't know who played. I didn't know how it went. Like, I was so consumed by the baseball.
It was just on. Yeah, it was boring.
Judge Stanton back-to-back
Wow.
off Clase. Awesome.
Next time,
awesome,
call me.
Awesome. I will do it. You got a deal. Factor Cap's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, D. Farr here. And look, if you're stuck in traffic, then listen up, because in 1 hour or less, you could be at the best, the most premier combo in the world. Pachanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Like I said, get out of traffic right now. You could be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than an hour. Pachanga gives all guests the amenities they expect of a world-class resort, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, golf. They got it all for you. And let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. I know a lot of people go nuts for that. The Amit's casino floor, it's huge. You got to check this out. 1,100 hotel rooms, so it's great for a weekend getaway or more. And they have great suites. They do. The spa's outstanding. The golf courses are great. 20 bars and restaurants, and there's something for everyone there. Go check this out. See what I'm talking about. Pachanga Resort Casino, it's one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Come see why readers of Newsweek, USA Today voted Pachanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. That's high praise. So whether your idea of entertainment is kicking it poolside or playing blackjack, Pachanga Resort Casino is waiting for you. Visit Pachanga.com right now or call this number. Do this, 888-PACHANGA, to book a reservation or for more information. If you have Instagram, follow them there at Pachanga Casino. Up-to-the-minute news and information, and I'll be at the spa.
The regular season finale is here for the Black and Gold, and there's nothing like Decision Day.
Jump for LA Football Club on A!
The top spot in the West is still up for grabs as LAFC welcomes San Jose to BMO Stadium tomorrow.
The Black and Gold are still alive in the West!
The Black and Gold go for their 6th straight win before hitting the playoffs. LAFC versus San Jose tomorrow after USC football on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. The countdown to tip-off is on, and George Chevrolet wants to get you in the game with unbeatable offers on a new Chevy. That's right, George Chevrolet, your 6-time Chevy Dealer of the Year, is playing to win with big discounts and season-high savings on new models like the redesigned Chevy Traverse, the fuel-efficient Chevy Trax, and the all-electric duo, the Chevy Blazer EV and Equinox EV, and many more. Visit George Chevrolet in Bellflower off the 91 Freeway Lakewood exit or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's handmade vodka was distilled in the heart of Austin, Texas. Since then, its roots have stayed put, and its vodka continues to be made on the same land where Tito built his dream. A distillery called Mockingbird that houses a simple vodka with a spirit the size of Texas and as good as the day it was born. Learn more about the Tito's story at Tito'sVodka.com. That's Tito'sVodka.com, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Order for Jennifer C. Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve? Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine? Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Well, I do now. Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Yeah, you just said that. Did you say I just said that? Yeah, I'm cutting you off. Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything, like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and sauté. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Gear up for game day with GNC. Just like your favorite college team prepares for their matchup each week, you can get ready to crush your fitness goals with GNC. Your coaches are in stores, ready to help you build muscle like a linebacker or slim down after a tough season. They have everything you need, including all the top brands, the new flavors you crave, the hottest protein, pre-workouts, creatine, and more to tackle your fitness goals. Don't wait for the final whistle. Fuel your fitness at GNC. Visit your local GNC or GNC.com today.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it
Welcome
away,
to Factor
producer
Cap.
Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, guys.
Remix.
Hi.
Bonjour.
What up?
Oh, namaste.
Namaste.
Okay.
There we go.
Namaste. Namaste in bed or whatever the meme is of millennials. Okay, so this is not from last game. It's from
Aloha.
the first game at the first game at Citi Field. I get thrown off every time.
That was very good.
So they were all getting lined up, I believe, for the national anthem, and they say, "No, number 17, Shohei Ohtani," gets booed by the crowd at Citi Field, and you can see as he's like hitting the hands of his teammates that he's booing as well. He's like, "Boo!" All right, and clearly it was funny to him that he's getting booed by Mets fans because who cares in the end? So my statement is, if you are getting booed, and again, it's not like you're going back to your hometown and getting booed. You're going to kind of a neutral site to you, and you're getting booed, you would find it funny. Travis, Factor Cap.
Cap, I wouldn't find it funny. I would find it complimentary. They don't boo chumps.
Absolutely.
They don't boo bad players.
Yes,
they don't
sir.
boo role players. They you know who they boo? The guy that's going to beat them.
That's right.
They boo the guy that has been beating them. They boo the guy that has the potential to ruin their day. They don't boo Austin Reeves. They boo LeBron James. Right?
Yes.
That's so. I wouldn't think it's funny, but I would be like, yeah, I'm doing some real work. If you're booing me on the road, that means I'm a problem for you.
We had a quarterback who shall remain nameless. It was pre-Kurt Warner, and he didn't get why people were cheering him on the road.
Oh, I do.
He didn't get it. He thought it was universal love. No, bro, you're turning the ball over at alarming rates. They love you. They can't wait for you to show up. But yeah, I like being booed. You wrestling fan, right?
No.
Okay, not at all. John Cena?
I know who that is.
Okay, whenever he would step out, they would boo him out of the building, and he would just sit there and go, "I love this." And they never got it.
Sure.
The more you react, the better I'm doing.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
The worst thing you can do is boo him.
Barry Bonds gets booed.
Loves it. That's what I'm saying. I love being booed. Being booed is
Honestly,
great.
the Astros seem to feed off of it too when they're getting booed.
You know why
forever.
they boo Bregman and Altuve?
Because they beat them.
Other than the fact that they're cheating scumbags,
It's because
they're really good.
They beat you.
They're
Yes.
really, really good.
Which is why you why you boo Machado, it's why you boo Tatis,
Right, of course
because they're really good.
All right, Kasim, what do you think? So if you were getting booed,
Wait,
you would think
no.
it was funny.
Milk and cereal guy, you're done for the day.
Have I been like silenced because of this? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. All right, so do you think it's Factor Cap that if you were getting booed, you would think it was funny?
I'll say fact. Honestly, I think I'm like just playing sports. I like kind of take in the moment, so it's like I'm using that as fuel. I'm like, you know, you could use that as fuel. I would think it's funny. Depends on like what the crowd's saying, but I have no issue with it.
Is there any way to get it? I think Ohtani might be one of those guys that's impenetrable. That his world was spiraling with a gambling scandal. And he's like, yeah, whatever, I'll go 50-50. Like it came and it went so quick that it almost feels like it happened a lifetime ago.
I honestly think it only affects him positively. Like he feeds off of it and makes him play better. It doesn't seem like it's affected him negatively.
He's rich and famous and good looking and performing at the highest level that's ever happened. Like
save some for the rest of us, Ohtani.
Name one thing that isn't breaking Shohei Ohtani's way.
Everything's going his way right now.
Yeah.
All right, so during this series against the Mets, I've been enjoying a bit of Schadenfreude, which means that you enjoy the misery of other people. So if you don't know what that term is, I love watching the Mets stream of these fans watching the Dodgers just pummel them. It makes me happy, and I don't know why. And I know that's why they do it. They put these streams up of people watching this thing so that people can enjoy the pain of others. So you like watching other fans freak out when your team's winning. So your team's doing well. You like watching other fans be sad and cranky and whatever. You like it.
Come on.
DeMarco?
Of course. I'm looking right at Jorge. Every time they lose. Yes, every time the Niners lose, it makes me happy. It really does.
I thought you meant the Rams.
Yeah.
No, every time the 49ers lose, it makes. Of course, yes, I love. Like I revel in your misery if I hate your football team.
I get that the factor cap is A or B, black or white. I get it, but this is in baseball, I do not, because I believe in the baseball gods.
Oh.
In everything else, I love watching you suffer. In basketball, if my team beats your team, I love it. In football, my team beats your team, I love it. In baseball, I'm like, don't enjoy it too much or it's going to come back on you. Like, you have to keep the gods at an arm's distance.
All right, Kasim?
I believe in the Conan theory.
Yes.
Crush your enemies. See them driven before you.
I don't care about any curses, honestly. Like, I will be happy, jump in joy. Because I like the Warriors, because I watched a lot of basketball. They ruined the NBA for me. So when their downfall, I was celebrating like all of that. Like, yeah, I don't care.
We all love Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes.
It's why they have a word for
This
it.
is sports. Yes.
I hate it here.
I do hate it here. I often I'm very exclamative. I think if I had a stream of me watching games, it'd be fun.
We do have that when Furman took out the
Yes.
Who's.
Yeah, not to bring up Tony Bennett again.
Oh, man.
Okay, since 2018, the only games in which he won in the NCAA tournament was the one that he went on to win the national championship.
Made him
Every other
count.
time, they have gotten eliminated in the first round.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll get to more into Tony Bennett and hot and cold. One last one for you guys. So Halloween is coming up soon in a couple of days. You have a costume that's your go-to when you don't have a costume. Okay, so like, I gotta figure out for this party. Your wife told you yesterday that you're gonna do this party.
Yeah.
You have a costume ready when you don't have a costume.
I got two.
DeMarco, why don't you start then?
I got two. I got two go-tos, and it's the same one. I could always go and be a football player.
Sure.
Just go put on stuff in the closet, right?
Do you still have all the stuff?
I do. And I was a football player once, and it was like I like a Washington helmet, Rams jersey, high school pants.
Perfect.
Yeah, just everything I had, I put on.
Are you swimming in it now just because you lost a lot of weight?
Actually, I can fit into it again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that stuff was tailored for like 280.
Okay.
Yeah, the other me did not fit in. Yeah.
Just you have helmets doesn't surprise me,
Yes.
and you have jerseys doesn't surprise. Do you have like pads?
I
and
still
things?
have my pads. Yes.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
But they weren't getting them back.
No, heck no.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Trev.
I got one more.
Yeah.
I have a Darth Vader on vacation costume that I could always go to.
Helmet and a
Yes.
Hawaiian shirt.
And shorts.
That's
And
a great
shorts.
costume.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
Easy.
I like
Yes.
that. I might steal that one.
Trev?
If you called any of my three kids individually, not even like, and you just said, what does your dad always say he's going to be for Halloween? They would all give you the exact same answer immediately without thinking about it. Baseball player. I have, just like you, I have lots of hats. I have a handful of jerseys, and I'm a baseball player. No, you have to pick something real. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I have a hat.
Do you put
and a
on the
jersey.
baseball pants?
Yeah, come on. No.
Come on,
I-
you're not a
on
baseball
Halloween?
player.
I would have.
You got to go.
I do not have a pair of baseball pants that would be acceptable to wear in public at this point. Well,
Too tight?
actually, now I might be able to pull it off.
You
but-
got to go full Monty if you're going to be baseball. You
Yeah,
gotta
be a
wear the
full
pants.
manager.
The problem
Yeah.
is it would be very close to a full Monty the way that those pants
Hey.
fit.
Little tight.
Little
tight.
tight. Yeah, you would know my religion based on these pants.
All right. Kasim, what do you think?
I'm with you on this one, Trav. Honestly, I've never been like a huge Halloween person, so I've just been like, I'll slap on the jersey, the basketball jersey. It'll be over a hoodie.
Yeah,
like it's bad. It's pretty bad.
Like you're going as LeBron? Or
I'm
just,
LeBron. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like an off the court. Oh, this is
I'm
just
wearing
the...
LeBron with jeans on and
You
some.
just can't throw on a jersey and say I'm LeBron. You got to put on the whole outfit. Shorts.
I'll commit with the headband. Well,
Okay.
Oh, the
there you
old
go.
headband. You know.
Bring somebody along with you and say, "This is my son. He's
This is
also in the
Bronny."
NBA." Then you can be LeBron.
You guys don't do the sheet with the cutout eyes and
Oh,
your
no.
ghost?
Yeah.
Ghost?
No, we don't do sheets. No.
Well, then, because then you waste the
Oh,
sheet.
yeah.
No, we don't do that.
But as long-
part. No,
never mind.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
say
no.
Okay, and also you waste the sheet if the cutouts in it. By the way, we have a pretty cool idea for our Halloween costume, so stay tuned on Halloween for our show costume.
Yeah.
So we got a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We got a couple
Oh,
weeks.
so parents. See, it was a parent thing. I met my daughter, my oldest daughter, when she was like 9 or 10. I met her best friend at the time, her mom, on Halloween.
Okay.
And the costume turned me off so much. I'm like, you're never going over here again. You're never going to be friends. It's disgusting. It really is. Like, she was
Like gory disgusting?
Gory disgusting. Like, it's not Halloween anymore. This is like a horror movie.
Oh.
This is not what Halloween's supposed to be.
Like Katie Heron in Mean Girls?
Oh.
What was she?
Because in Mean Girls, the whole thing in Mean Girls is like Halloween is the day that you get to dress
scantily.
And she didn't get the memo, and she dressed like the bride of Frankenstein's ex-wife, Frankenstein's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like horror movie, but umbilical cord dragging. Right! Come on!
Aggressive.
Dragging.
Baseball player's a better choice.
That's easy. Yes.
Washington football player, Darth Vader on vacation,
Yes.
better choice. Factor Cap, excuse me, brought to you by Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe. 213-747-2000, that number, 213-747-2000, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Of course, online at normandlegal.com, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-2000. I got to tell you what I did yesterday, DeMarco.
What'd you do?
Hey, guys, it's Sedano here. You know...
What'd you do?
I will tell you on the other side. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
We found Children's Dental Fun Zone.
Fall means sweater weather. For anyone not living in SoCal. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Our hotel deals are hot as the desert sun. Book your room now for as low as $119 this month.
Number 2.
Clay Cookware Gift Giveaway. Get a 3.6 quart terracotta pot when you earn 500 points on your rewards card the 22nd.
And the number 1 reason.
Crack Up with Joel McHale. Live October 19th.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano here. You know it's hard to find a good dentist for your kids, someone who they can trust and enjoy going to the dentist with. Luckily, we found Children's Dental Fun Zone. With 17 locations across Southern California, Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics. With state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your children deserve. To book your child's next appointment, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com. Or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
Come to Carden Alleyway Hyundai and lease a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SEL for only $201 a month plus tax for 36 months. Or get 1.99% APR for 60 months, your choice. Plus, get peace of mind driving with America's best warranty. Carden Alleyway Hyundai just off the 91 freeway or CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com. Lease for $201 plus tax. License and fee to well-qualified buyers. 36-month lease, 10K miles per year, 3511 due at signing. 1.99% APR, $1,752 per $1,000 financed. Not all buyers will qualify. Subject to HMF credit approval. Expires 10/31/2024.
John Ireland here to tell you about my friends at Mirror Audio Video in Westwood. Listen, if you're thinking about upgrading your home or office with the best brands in the world, like Crestron, Nice, Lutron, or Control 4, it's got to be Mirror and no one else. Why? Because for more than 40 years, the biggest names in Hollywood, sports, and business have all trusted Mirror, and so should you. Want to learn more? Call 310-234-4010 or check them out at mirroraudiovideo.com today.
Trojan fans, want to go to the USC-UCLA rivalry game at the Rose Bowl? Just grab an icy cold Coors Light and visit CoorsLight.com/college football. Enter the keyword SCORE, and you got a shot to win your tickets to the game. It's all thanks to our great friends at Coors Light, the official beer of college football and proud partner of the USC Trojans on ESPN LA.
No purchase necessary. Starts 8/1/24. Ends 1/21/25 at 11:59 p.m. CT. Must be legal residents of 50 USDC, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. Use keyword to get entries for keyword prizes. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/college football for entry instructions, keywords, odds, prices, and restrictions. Sponsor Molson Coors Beverage Company, USA, LLC, 250 South Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 60606.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching
Does this have peanuts?
to waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, fam!
fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right. You got it, guys. You asked for it. You got it. Is the return of Pachanga pick of the week because I was off last Friday.
Still perfect?
When I pick it, it's perfect. I don't know how you guys did last week. Who picked it? Funchy?
He was here.
I'm here. So this is this week's. I'm not going to go, again, I'm not going to go totally out there. It's something that makes sense. But maybe you put some, whatever you feel comfortable on it. So my Pachanga pick of the week this week. The Commanders are going against the Panthers. And I'm sure that Funchy picked a Commander because that's, who he is.
Jorge, do you remember? DeMarco, do you remember what Funchess picked?
Yeah,
I don't
with
remember.
the Commanders.
Did he?
Yes, okay. So this one, though, I'm going to be more specific about two players. I'm going to go Jaden Daniels, 200-plus yards. They're playing the Panthers. The Panthers are not very good, especially on defense. You're going to be able to score on the Panthers. So Jaden Daniels, over 200 yards.
Passing.
Okay? Passing. And then I'm going to do Terry McLaurin.
Ooh.
1 touchdown.
Underrated.
Anything over 0.5. Terry McLaurin has scored a touchdown, I believe, in the past couple games, maybe 3 or 4 games. He scored twice last week. He just needs anytime touchdown, 1 touchdown for Terry McLaurin, and that's my pick of the week. So, Jaden Daniels, over 200 yards. Terry McLaurin, 1 touchdown.
Thank you, Emily. That was the Pachanga pick of the week. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Visit Pachanga.com for more information. McLaurin is underrated.
He's been good for a long time.
And he's on my fantasy football team.
Yes.
He finally got with some the right coach, the right quarterback. He's a difference maker.
Yes.
The touchdown ones, and look, you're on a heater, so I will defer to you. Sometimes you just don't get an opportunity to score a touchdown. You can have a great game and get tackled on the 3-yard line, and then they punch it in with somebody. Those touchdowns are always hard to hit.
I'm getting a little riskier as my pick of the week. I want to test if I'm really hot.
Like with prize picks, the touchdowns, I always pick the under.
Always pick the under?
Yeah,
okay.
because it's hard to score a touchdown. It's really hard to score a touchdown. Now, if you're I don't know. Back in the day, if you're Christian McCaffrey, you got like a lot of different ways to score a touchdown. You can catch one, you can run one, you can get a long touchdown, you can get a short touchdown.
Interesting strategy.
Yeah. Touchdowns are hard.
Yeah,
Here's the other one that I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about doing, so the Titans and the Bills play, and I wanted to do an interception for both Will Levis, easy money because he throws one every time, and Josh Allen. He has not thrown out a pick this year so far.
Oh, really?
And he's pick prone. He had led the league in interceptions almost every year he's been in the league. So he's not thrown a pick yet, but it is the Titans. So, again, if you want to hedge your bets, take interceptions on both the quarterback and the Titans and Bills.
We all agree Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Hands down.
Okay, who's number 2? And the reason I'm asking is it Josh? Is it Lamar? Is it Josh Allen? Who's that second best guy?
Mix.
We're doing a draft.
Yes.
You have the second pick. Mahomes comes off the board. Who are you taking?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen will be my second pick.
Yeah.
And then followed by Lamar. Then, I mean, look, if you want to just have a wild hair.
We're playing one season.
Just one season.
We're playing one season.
I wouldn't mind going with Jaden Daniels for one season.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's having a monster
He's
year.
having a fantastic season, a fantastic
You know what?
year.
I found betting is a little odd to me. Remember when Juwan took over the Rams and he
Juwan
had
Jennings,
Juwan
yeah.
Jennings, and he had 3 touchdowns, whatever. And then the next week, I pick him over 35 yards. Dude ended up with 15 yards.
Okay, that's Juwan.
Like, bro,
that's Juwan Jennings.
But that's what I'm like.
That's
okay,
a matchup.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, man.
That's a Rams.
Yeah,
thing.
that's a matchup issue.
Juwan Jennings has killed the Rams over the years. He really has.
There's been a few Ram killers over the years.
Okay, it's like
They're only good against the Rams.
Right.
Yeah.
Boston Scott, who was actually on the Rams for training camp, I believe he always kills the Giants. So he was on, I think he was on the Eagles for a long time, but he always pops off against the Giants for some reason. So maybe that's our Juwan.
Mine was the Saints for some reason.
You killed him?
For some reason,
Were you tearing Aaron Brooks' head off? Who were you getting?
Anybody they put back there was in trouble. I don't know why. Just the Saints bring something out of me.
Who were their tackles? Who were you abusing?
Guards.
Oh, you were okay.
It was like a revolving door. You know what? It was a guy named Jim Dombrowski. Does that name ring a bell?
Kind of, yeah.
He was a first-round guard.
Okay,
So
you just handed him the business?
Well, when I was a rookie and I got to him, he called me Cheeseburger. So, yeah, he called, hey, that's a little cheeseburger. Yeah, from then on, it's been on against the Saints.
Personal.
It is personal. It is.
Did you look like a cheeseburger?
He only played the 1 year. We only overlapped one season. I think he played 15 years. I got him at the end, and he called me Cheeseburger.
You know what I think I'm going to become?
What?
An RV guy. I'm not kidding.
It fits, honestly.
Hey.
Dude, I went down to Mike Thompson yesterday, and we shot some stuff for social that'll be out in a little bit. Those things are amazing.
They're awesome, aren't they?
They are. The one we looked at, and I know this. This was the Tiffin Allegro.
How you spell Tiffin?
Tiffin. Tiffin Allegro, and I'm forgetting the third word. It was an apartment. It was like a really nice 4 TVs in this thing.
4 TVs in the motorhome?
4 TVs in this thing.
You could have 16 games on if you have the NFL Sunday ticket.
A fireplace, a king-size bed, a washing machine, a refrigerator, a sink.
You're an empty nester now, right? This is you.
I'm good. Susan, we're going to Mike Thompson. We're going to look at this stuff. It was great.
My God, look at the size of this thing.
I got to hang out with the guys. I got to meet my man, Dino the Machino.
Yeah.
It was. We had a great day.
What a name.
We had a really good day.
No lawn to cut? You can change neighbors whenever you want.
The open road.
Like, this is opening up a whole lot of things for me. It was a great day. I can't wait for everybody to see the social stuff we had at Mike Thompson yesterday. It was we were at the Santa Fe Springs one. It was great. Like I'm like, yeah, I want one of these. I want one of these. It is a night. It's a rolling house.
Yes, that's what it is.
And it was terrific. It was terrific. So we'll get that out before too long. You and I, they asked me some questions like if I had to live in the RV with somebody.
Me and you?
I picked you.
Well, we got to spend one night together. We
should do a remote.
We got to do an overnight somewhere.
Well, okay.
I got to see how you are at night in the room.
You won't even know I'm there. And
really?
I'm being serious.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't even know I'm there.
You're not going to use all the towels?
No.
This ain't going to be planes, trains, and automobiles?
I can say this I'm not bragging. I'm not. Yeah. I'm a good roommate.
Are you really?
I'm a good roommate.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think we could do this.
Yeah.
We need to try it though.
I'm a good roommate.
Yes.
I don't really snore.
You don't snore either?
No.
Oh, we're good.
No.
Yeah, we're good.
I clean up after myself. I know how to cook.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
This could work. This could work.
All right. Dodger fans, get excited because you're on the cusp. You're one game away. But get excited because you guys have cracked a formula that's pretty darn exciting. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bust blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access. Hollywood Park Casino. Located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Vegas 004527. Vegas 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Just like in sports, you can never predict an accident. It will come when you least expect it. Travis Rogers here with DeMarco Farr to tell you about our friend Joseph S. Normand.
If you're in any accident, call Joseph at 213-747-2000. The team at Normand Legal is ready to help you and achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Joseph at 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000, the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Okay.
We got Corporate Greg is the third person on our road trip. Yeah, I convinced you to go on a road trip with me.
I am so down. Let's go.
I get just so we're clear.
Yeah.
I get the bed. You have to sleep on the pullout.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. We got a Rochambeau for that every day. Every day we're rock, scissors, papers.
Or we could alternate.
Every day we're Rochambeau.
Okay, does whoever drive get the bed?
I would think that's a good rule.
No. We got to do this for the bed.
No, if you drive, you get the bed.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ready?
1, 2, 3, shoot. Up. Enjoy the pullout.
No, we're not doing that.
That's what I'm.
And are we going to the Grand Canyon?
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Tiebreaker.
One more time. One more time.
All right. For the bed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, shoot. Yes, baby! Oh, my God, enjoy that. Yes. Come on.
It's my RV, and I'm taking it wherever I want.
See?
Are you going to Yosemite or are you going to Grand Canyon? What's happening?
Yosemite would be on the list for
Big
sure.
Sur?
Believe it or not, Big Sur is amazing. I've never been to Yosemite.
Really?
I would love to go.
Yeah,
I've been to Big Sur. It's amazing.
Yeah. I would hit every park.
Yeah.
And
You're going to
every
see like
ballpark.
the world's biggest house of mud. You're hitting all those spots.
Everything is on the list. I would love. This is freedom right here.
Ballparks would be amazing to go do. What's a ballpark you haven't seen that you want to see?
You know what's funny? I would love to go. Have you been to Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, well, the old one, not the new one.
I haven't gone to Yankee Stadium yet, in any capacity.
Yeah.
I would love to go for that. But I would love to go in an RV, like driving to it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yankee Stadium,
Yeah.
I've been to. I like all of the one ballpark in Major League Baseball that I haven't been to that is at the very top of the list is Pittsburgh. It just looks the bridge, and it's such a beautiful ballpark. I would love to see that.
I want to go to Boston
now.
I want to see the Green Monster. Yeah.
So
I mean, that's just a wall.
Have you
but-
been to Fenway, DeMarco?
I have.
It's Jorge.
Tiny.
It is it's so small.
Yes.
And the seats are small.
Yeah, like everything. It's in a neighborhood, which is weird. But
Fenway's fun.
It's super fun, but there's a bunch of bad seats. Right. It's like they're pointed in the wrong direction. There's poles, and it's oddly tiny.
Chicago,
And it's full of people from Boston.
Oh, yeah. But you get Dodger Stadium's the biggest ballpark in baseball. It's the very biggest. It has the most capacity. Dodger Stadium is enormous for a baseball stadium.
It is huge.
And
yes.
Fenway's tiny.
You've been to Pittsburgh before,
Wrigley.
right, Emily?
You've been to Pittsburgh?
I actually haven't been to
you
PNC
haven't?
Park, but I've been to the Steelers. So I know where it is.
But
I just
right
haven't.
now is the best time because there's Pirates, Steelers, or when they're winning.
Right.
Everything is going on all
Pens.
at the same time, and they love their squads.
Yeah, they're into it.
Yeah, it's sports utopia.
They're into it. All right. So, as a Dodger fan, I feel comfortable speaking for Dodger fans. We're not allowed to complain about one specific thing moving forward anymore. When Andrew Friedman makes a move, you just got to say, yep, we're going to do that. And you got to feel good about it because look at what they're putting together right now. Look at why they are where they are and who's helping them go where they are. It's easy. When you have the resources the Dodgers have, you can just say, Ohtani, here's the check, fill in whatever you want. Not everybody can do that. They can. Same thing for Yamamoto. But it's those smaller moves that they've made this year, and they really have made them just about every single year. This is the best version of this. Who's winning games for them right now? The three guys that are vitally important to what they're doing. It's Michael Kopech, Tommy Edman, and Jack Flaherty. They're all on other teams at the halfway point of this season. And they're all playing incredibly important roles as to what they do. So they go out and they get Yu Darvish. They go out and get Max Scherzer. They go out and get all these guys, and they all contribute. Like, I get that we get frustrated that they're so devoted to the math and that they're so devoted to the formula and buttoned up in corporate. But you look around, they rebuilt this team on the fly, and Tommy Edman, if it's not the bullpen, I think is the MVP of this series.
They've nailed it. He's nailed it. Yeah.
Kopech's pitched in a ton of big games.
It helps that you
Flaherty's
got a bunch.
been great.
It helps that you have some superstars to put those guys around.
Sure.
You have a great foundation.
No question.
But it's easier. Yes.
But you could look around. A lot of teams make moves, and not all of them hit, or they hit at a smaller rate. This year is the ultimate example, like I said, because they've all really hit.
Yeah.
But my goodness,
how much do you factor in luck?
A little bit.
Luck factors into sports.
A little bit. But Tommy Edman is one of those guys, and this was reported all over the place, but Andrew Friedman had coveted Tommy Edman for years. And it's like,
oh, really?
Really? Tommy Edman? It's like, come on, man. And he's a utility guy. He plays a little second base. He plays a little short. He plays a little outfield. He doesn't have a lot of pop in his back. And then you get to see him. It's like, oh, yeah, Tommy Edman.
Well, that's like Terry McLaurin. That's you may not know, but this guy is great. Or you see other guys that they usually play defense. They're nondescript positions, but they play every special team.
Yeah.
They do a lot for your football team, and you're like, hey, we took that guy? Yeah, he's really good. He's going to help you in 4 different spots.
That's Edman.
Yeah, that's that type of guy. That makes sense.
Edman's in center, and I want to go back to something you said a second ago, talking about being lucky.
Yeah.
Right? Or I don't know if this is luck. I don't know if this is just good fortune or silver lining or however you want to characterize it. The Dodgers are a better team with Miguel Rojas not in the lineup. And Miguel Rojas is probably a better shortstop than Tommy Edman just in a vacuum.
Yeah.
but they are so much more dynamic with Edman at short and Kike in center field.
Defensively?
No, offensively.
Offensively,
and the defense really hasn't been much worse. Like Kike is
You're
not
better at the plate with Rojas out.
You're better at the plate in center field. You're better at the plate at shortstop because both of those guys are in there, and you're only marginally worse in center and slightly worse at short.
What did Kruk tell me about the tree? If you shake a tree, 9 gloves fall out in one bat. Like you can find a glove just about anywhere.
Yeah, but you can't
bats
find
are so important.
But gloves that can play those. Max Muncy playing third and first. Okay, cool, whatever. It's one step either direction. That's the position. Shortstop is about as complex as it gets. Center field, I got to cover a massive amount of ground.
Yeah,
and to be able to do that, and Kike can do it. But Edman at short, he looks like a major league shortstop. Like Mookie was getting by, but he didn't look like a major league shortstop. Edman's a major league shortstop, and they just said, no, we want him.
So my question, then why isn't he?
What do you mean?
Why isn't he a shortstop?
It's a good question. Because he can do a lot of other stuff. I think he's one of those things that you're more valuable to me doing 3 things than doing 1 thing.
Okay.
You could put him at any of those spots and it would be fine.
That's the Joe Noteboom argument.
But I can move you around a lot of and you're never going to hurt me, and you're always going to help me.
I don't want you to be a starter because I can move you everywhere.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Well, you're going to be a starter. You're just not going to have. You're just not going to know
here,
where you're going to play.
There, back
you're going to start
there.
at short. You're going to start in center. You're going to start at second.
Right.
Last night, I think. What did Edman bat last night? 4th or 5th? And
Was it 5th?
The night before, he hit 8th or
5th.
9th. Yeah, it's that there are not a lot of guys that can do that. And that Friedman identifies those guys. And it's not just this year. Like I said, this year's the best example. But my goodness,
there's
are they?
No Friedman hate though.
I think there's frustration on the math. There's frustration on the why don't you do something different. There's frustration on why haven't you fired Dave Roberts over the years. Not in this moment.
I thought all the Friedman hate, if there ever was any, was because of Dave Roberts.
It was
an argument.
You're
for
spending
Dave
all
Roberts.
this money on guys that are broken. Why aren't we fully healthy when it comes to the end of the season? Stuff like that.
Speaking of Glasnow,
the Glasnow one is the one that I just cannot. I think they thought their medical team could keep him healthy. They couldn't.
He's hurt. That's the way he's always been.
Has always been. He's a wonderful talent, but he gets hurt a lot. Can we give Yamamoto a little love for saying, because he wasn't great last night. It's a lot like Walker Buehler. He was fine. He wasn't bad at all. But every time that game was okay. You going to give it up right here? Are you going to get that double? Is it coming right here?
Yeah.
Nope. Get out of the inning. Get a swing and a miss. Get a ground ball. Get a lazy fly ball. That every time Buehler was, all right, Lindor, bases loaded here. Get out of it. Last night, even when we talked about it earlier,
there was
that
another
double
one.
play ball where it's like you could tell he thought he was going to get out of the inning, and now all of a sudden it runs in. You're still in trouble. First and third, couple outs, gets the next guy out. He has.
What did you mean
shown
by that?
up every time.
You said the old Dodgers would have given up a hit
almost
really,
and not like a home run into the upper deck, but a broken bat hit over the second baseman's head that just falls into that no man's land.
That was the shoe that dropped.
It was that you gave him an extra out, and now what's going to happen? And it would always be, well, now what's going to happen? Think about the Padre game.
I did think like this is a mess, and
right?
they got out of it. Yeah,
the Padre game. Well, Rojas misplays a couple of balls at short. What happens next? Tatis hits one 900 miles. You just can't keep giving major league hitters extra outs. They're going to get a hit. They haven't gotten a hit. They keep getting out, or they make the nice next play. They are so different in how cleanly they are playing and how tough they are playing this year compared to previous years.
Go ahead and say it. Give some prop to Dave Roberts.
Just like like I never gave him the blame for any of this. I'm not giving him the credit for it either.
Come on, they're playing good.
Tommy Edman gets the props.
Yeah.
Muncy gets the props. Freeman, Ohtani, Betts,
When
Kopech,
does Dave get his props?
When he does something. When he picks up you know what Dave Roberts gets credit for? Stealing second base against the Yankees.
That's the only thing we're giving him credit for.
That's what he gets credit for, because he did it.
Well, somebody's getting this group heading in the right direction. Somebody is setting the mentality.
I think that goes back to what you've been saying
since
we started doing this together.
Ohtani?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to screw it up either. That's what I'm thinking is driving the bullpen. I wouldn't want to be the guy that screws this up. When you've got that guy.
I just think that his presence is have King Kong on our team.
You have a global superstar.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be MVP.
And then the thing, too, is you could walk King Kong, and here comes his buddy coming, like Godzilla
here
coming
comes
in.
Mothra. He's coming up next.
Yeah.
It's just him in the ballpark we got him on our team.
Yeah, of course. That's what I mean. I wouldn't want to be the guy that messes that up. Yeah.
Nobody goes out there saying, I don't want it. I never, ever went to the mound thinking it's okay if I mess it up. Ever.
But I'm just like when we're all cosmic dust and they start talking about Shohei Ohtani. Hey, how come he didn't win the World Series that year? He went 50-50.
Yeah, you don't
it's because of that bonehead, DeMarco.
Yeah,
that
you don't
dude.
want to be Mitch Williams and give it up.
You could be Draymond Green, who ruined the Warriors' chance to cap off that season.
All right, Rams fans, listen up. You're going to want to call in, I don't know. How about right now? Call in right now, 877-710-ESPN. That number, 877-710-ESPN. It's your chance to win the Ultimate Game Day prize pack. That, of course, is from Hollywood Park Casino, which includes tailgate passes to the tailgate party at the casino this Sunday, plus game day tickets to SoFi Stadium. Call in right now. Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play. You need to be 21 or older to enter. Got a lot to get to. Travis and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter. With your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
Hey, it's Travis with Prize Picks. Did you know that you can win up to 100 times your money with Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks? That's right. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. And Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. So why not join 10 million users and sign up today? Prize Picks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. So when my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. This week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at football. Patrick Mahomes, more than 267.5 passing yards, and Saquon Barkley for more than 67.5 rushing yards. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's right. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Hey, it's Mace. There's a lot on the line in this election, from protecting the Social Security you've earned to supporting family caregivers. And you have the power to make the candidates listen, because voters 50 and over decide elections. That's why AARP California has created an election guide with the most up-to-date information about when, where, and how to vote. Get trusted election information at aarp.org/CA votes. That's aarp.org/CA votes. Paid for by AARP.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance-class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
Great game. You got into the end zone again and again. How'd it feel?
Awesome. Like getting a new iPhone again and again. I just got the new iPhone 16 Pro today.
Really?
Yeah, and with AT&T Next Up Anytime, I can upgrade early every year.
Very nice.
Feel like an MVP again. Learn how to get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us and the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Offer subject to change. Additional fees, terms, and restrictions apply. $0 offer may not be available on future iPhones. Next Up Anytime feature may be discontinued at any time. See att.com/iPhone for details.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
All right, Rams fans, it's time to answer a trivia question for your chance to win the ultimate game day prize packs from Hollywood Park Casino. It includes Sunday's tailgate party passes and tickets to the game at SoFi this weekend. So make sure you know your trivia.
And who do they play this weekend?
They play the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's right. Okay.
A storied franchise
Yes.
with many great coaches in their past. All right. So my question is,
Wow, did you not know that?
No, I knew that.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure.
if Sean McVay wins this weekend, so with a win this weekend, Sean McVay would be the second coach under 40 to become the franchise winningest leader.
Yes.
Okay, so
Most wins in franchise history under the age of 40.
correct.
Yes.
All right, he would only be the second person to do that, and the other person is a storied head coach.
Yes.
That might have something to do with who
There
they're
you go.
playing.
All right. Let's try our first contestant here. You've got the question. Chris in Upland. Chris, how you feeling today?
Hello, gentlemen and ladies. I am going with Mike Tomlin.
Okay, good guess. It is not Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is not the right answer. Let me put it out there again. Good try. The question is, with a win, Sean McVay will become the all-time leading Rams head coach with wins.
Yes.
Only one other coach has done that under the age of 40. Who is that head coach? Duvel in Los Angeles. Duvel, do you know the answer to that question?
I'm going to go with John Madden.
John Madden is correct.
Boom!
There you go. Good job, Duvel.
It's trying to hold that in. Boom! It's awesome.
Duval, stay on the line. We're going to make sure that you get your tickets, make sure that you get a chance to go to the game, go to the tailgate party, and all that good stuff. That's why I was just making sure that people knew who they were playing this
I
weekend.
feel you. Can you actually go to a GameStop and buy something that's called a McVay?
Not yet.
Like we go and buy Madden.
Not yet.
There's going to be a McVay one. You know this, right?
Well, we've talked about, I don't think you and I have had this conversation.
Yeah.
John Madden has 3 Hall of Fame identities, right? Coach.
Broadcaster.
Yep.
Contributor, video game guy.
games.
Yeah.
Like, look, just if you didn't know,
Name brand.
You've never ever turned on the television and watched a football game, but you are just embedded in the video game universe. You know who John Madden is.
Or at least you know what the name Madden.
Madden is the football game. It's the football game. It's called Madden.
I've had to explain to people who Madden actually was. Like he actually was a coach.
I don't think
He
my
wasn't
kids
just a
would know that
broadcaster.
John Madden was a coach.
Oh, see, it's a different generation. Kasim, did you know that John Madden? He's not listening.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Put it to you this way, DeMarco.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I knew that he was. I don't remember John Madden as the coach of
As
the
a
Raiders.
coach? I grew up there, so he was everywhere.
My first memory of the Raiders and their coach was Tom Flores.
Oh,
okay. That's the guy.
That's our era.
That's the guy that I remember.
Yeah.
My first coach of the Raiders was Tom Flores.
Tom Flores.
My
okay.
first coach of the Rams was Chuck Knox. Like these are the guys that you just like when you're starting to pay attention. Yeah.
Who was your first Carter?
Reagan.
Your
no,
first.
I was alive when Nixon was president.
The first when you realized
and
this is
Ford,
the president.
Like,
okay.
but it was Reagan was the first one. I'm like, oh, that's
I know him.
I know him. I know his. Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, they may change the name. From Madden to McVay, because at some point you're going to outlive Madden's name. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah, Sean McVay, but it's a brand name. It's like a Q-tip, Xerox. It's Madden. It's the game.
McVay might be still there and maybe celebrated.
Yeah, maybe. But McVay has filled out 90% of his Hall of Fame resume as a coach. He probably got a little bit left to do.
Get another one, another couple.
At least get to another one or two.
And then go on TV. Yes,
the TV ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
But
he's got to do it there too.
But is there any question that he'd be really good at it?
You know, no. In my opinion,
I don't think so either.
No, I think he'd be great.
He's funny.
Did you see Drew Brees last night? Drew Brees?
Not last night, but I've seen him before.
They inducted him into the Saints Hall of Fame, so they brought him up for the third quarter.
Yeah, how'd it go?
And I'm like, it's Drew Brees. And like 5 seconds, yeah.
Well, you remember him calling games.
That's what I'm like, after 5 seconds.
One season, it's like, okay, look, and that's not an implication on Drew Brees as anything other than he's not good at broadcasting.
Yeah.
Great quarterback and probably a nice guy, whatever.
Terrific guy.
You know who else was terrible at broadcasting?
Jason Witten?
Joe Montana, Jason Witten, Dan Marino. They just weren't very good at it.
It just didn't connect. But McVay, I have no doubts, will connect.
And there's some people that pop. Not that Greg Olsen was not a great player, but he's not the best player in his position of all time. And he's a great broadcaster.
He was a great tight end.
I think he's a great tight end.
He's not going to go to the Hall of Fame.
No.
That's what I mean. Like,
he's better at this than that.
He's Tony Romo. Maybe a little bit better than as a player.
Yeah.
It's just Tony Romo's the Cowboys quarterback, so you get advantages with those.
You know who I would love to see on TV? Mike Tomlin.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He would be amazing.
Just be real.
Do you think he's going to be amazing, or do you think he doesn't?
I don't
enough?
think he would even do it. I don't think he'd have any interest in it.
No.
But he would not be loquacious as far as like a lot of words. But you would laugh every time he did say something.
It would just be like side-splitting funny if he said something.
He's got this gift where, what was he talking about? We win. That's our job. Our job is to win. Like he's just got those little things that stick.
The Tomlinisms.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he'd be like more like, I know they're not the same kind of funny, but like more like a Marshawn Lynch, where you could send Mike Tomlin to some random city and have him instill his Tomlinisms
try to make him break character. Yes.
What would be great with Tomlin though, and again, I don't know if he'd have any interest or even be willing to. He's unfiltered. That when something sucks, he tells you it sucks. When somebody's not tough, he tells you they're not tough.
What did he say? We want volunteers, not hostages.
Right. Perfect.
Cut right through the crap, didn't
Perfect.
he?
But if he looked at again, he's watching a game and the left tackle is out there as a hostage and not a volunteer.
He's going to tell you.
He's got to tell you that.
You know who flamed out, who I thought was headed that way, was Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians had it going with the hat, the glasses, the whole look. Right. See, you smile. I thought he had to go. I thought he was headed right to TV. I don't know why. Maybe he bought the RV.
Maybe. Right. And look, here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think anybody can do 5 good minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it's like, and I'm not trying to pat us on the back at all, but it's all I want to do what you do. Okay, cool.
Come on.
And they can give you 5 minutes. Great. Give me 5 more. Okay. Okay, by the way, come back tomorrow and say something totally different.
That's the first segment.
Right? Yeah. And it's like everybody's got 5 good minutes. Comedians, I got 5 good minutes.
Yeah.
You're not getting a special on Netflix with 5 minutes.
No. It's like a reliever.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a dragster. I'm not an F1.
But at some point, I think like when Emily and Kasim have kids, McVay will be in the booth, and you'll know him more for that.
Oh, yeah.
Than what he's doing right now, which is surprising.
Here's my thing with McVay as a broadcaster, and I'm just speculating way down the road here. I'm virtually certain he will do broadcasting at some point. Does it scratch that competitive itch that's inside of him?
You know what's funny? Okay, so another person close to Emily, Bill Cowher. No one thought he'd be in TV this long.
Yeah.
You know what he said? That seat on TV is real comfortable.
Yeah.
Real comfortable.
Yeah.
And they don't call for your job every 5 minutes.
No, they don't. But and Cowher was young when he left, so maybe that's a good comp. But Sean McVay, I go back to this. This is in the preseason this year. I forget which game it was. But all of a sudden, he's joking around with the guys in the booth. It's Mina, it's Siciliano, and Whitworth. And they're having a good time. They're cracking jokes. It's all good. Play happens in front of Sean, and instantly, coach mode, yelling at the official, he snapped. He went right back into it. You don't get that up there. You don't get that. I am competing. You took a play away from me. You made a bet. He lives for that stuff.
So this is what he said when he was on the broadcast.
It's good. These are good learning opportunities for us right there. Hey, what are you calling?
After the play.
Hey.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
No,
number 6.
No, he didn't.
15-yard penalty.
He's
We have
speaking
the
better.
end
He's
of the
getting
play.
stiff on him. Hey, I think when you see it, you'll see it differently.
And then he immediately goes back into having a nice conversation.
Perfect.
That's what I mean.
Just be you.
But to turn off that, hey, he's just competing. He's throwing a stiff arm. That's just him.
That's him. You know what else you don't have to do when you're a broadcaster? Answer questions after games.
Yeah.
You get to go home.
Yep.
I think he digs being in charge. I think
I
think he digs winning and losing.
That's
right?
One, maybe two more.
You don't get to keep score. You don't have to answer questions.
Right.
People do call for your job, but you know what you get at the end of the day? A win or a loss.
This is true.
And those dudes that are built like that.
Yeah. He's got a lot of those wins, though.
Yeah.
He's got a Lombardi at home. You know what I'm saying?
Your boy, Vermeil.
Yeah.
Right? He
couldn't wait to get back to ball.
He came back because you get to keep score.
But he flamed out in Philly.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm done. I need a break.
But he was at UCLA. He was at Philly. And he was the guy that invented sleeping in your office and working 22 hours a day. And it nearly killed him. I know. But it's also, okay, I'm going to recalibrate on how I spend my time.
Yeah.
But he went to St. Louis. He went to Kansas City.
Right.
Like, he's a coach.
I mean, there's a long LA Times article this week that was talking about, the physical toll it takes to be a head coach.
Oh, my God.
Interviewed a bunch of different people because of Jim Harbaugh and his arrhythmias. And, it does take a lot on you. It's a lot of physical
every
effort.
Every day, all day. Yes.
No sleep, high stress.
Every day, all day.
Wild emotional swings.
But the wins are unreal.
And
that's what I'm saying.
You're paid handsomely.
And you make, like Key said, you know how much money they pay us?
Yeah.
You know how much money they're going to pay him to do TV?
I know.
Come on.
I know. But the money, he's going to have a lot of money no matter what he does.
Right.
So I get the juice or do I want the comfort? That's the question. You're picking between those two things. You're picking between the juice and you're picking between the relaxation.
I hope it's 20 years from now before he goes on TV.
I have a tweet for you, Travis.
Okay.
It's regarding our conversation last segment about the Dodgers and, Andrew Friedman and everything. Yep. And so this is from Christopher Holmes. He asks,
What up, Holmes?
Trav, does the coach not matter in baseball or is it just a thankless job? We got to give Dave some credit for once.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
What up, baby?
Where are they finding these managers now?
Where are they finding them?
Yeah, like
in baseball. I hope.
Well, okay. And who? Let me ask the other
geeks
question
off
first.
The street.
The guys up top are. They're not off the street. They're out of MIT and Harvard and Caltech. They're math guys.
But they can't manage a baseball team.
They are managing baseball teams because they don't hire anybody that won't follow the plan.
But they can't manage the players.
They maybe not the personalities, but that's my point. That I will never take the credit away from Dave Roberts or anyone else for building a culture that is effective, for building an environment where people are able to compete at the highest level. You cannot look who's getting hired, right? The days of Sparky Anderson and Tommy Lasorda and Earl Weaver and these guys all of these guys that are doing the hiring are math guys, and they follow people that understand or at least are willing to follow the mathematics.
Oh, totally. But you still got to hire some sort of a baseball guy. Dave was a baseball guy. He played.
He's a
Skip
big
Schumacher
leaguer.
Played baseball.
Gaucho. These guys are baseball players, but they also understand that this. You know what? I got a feeling in my gut. We're gonna hit and run here. That's dead and buried.
Big time.
I'm pulling this guy. I don't like the look in his eye. You're leaving him in because this guy gets this number against that guy with the. That is dead and buried.
Totally, but you still have to have a baseball guy with baseball players. You just can't bring a guy from MIT down and say, hey, you're the manager.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, not ever. Not ever. Not ever, Trav. Come on now.
All of the Lasordas and LaRussas and all of those old school guys.
They're different now.
They're gone.
But they're still going to be baseball players.
The only one that's left is Ron Washington, and the Angels don't count. The
old school guys that do it by gut, yes, but the new school guys that come through baseball and appreciate the analytics side, you still have to get one that's played, or at least have some semblance of
close. Yeah, yes. Better to have played than not played.
Right.
But if my choice was played, and I will not follow the plan, or you don't know which end of the bat to hold, but you'll follow these instructions, they will pick the other guy. Eventually, we're not there yet.
To pick the people, but yes.
Hot and Cold's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like Sweet Tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Park Party and Play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes, plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call, and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park, party, and play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bust blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino. Located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Geico 004527. Geico 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Travis.
And DeMarco.
Hey, accidents can be shocking, devastating, and difficult to deal with, which is why you should never deal with them alone and have family on your side.
Joseph S. Normand and his trusted team are family, and they're here to help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
You know, when my son was in an accident, we called Joseph at 213-747-2000, and he was able to help.
You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text POWER to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text POWER to 42424. That's POWER to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As you know, we've welcomed the new partner here at 710 ESPN, Knecht. Knecht, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
All right, who's hot? I'm going to say spy movies, or should I be specific? Espionage movies.
Okay.
So,
love those, by the way.
Yeah, great movies. Always a thriller is always an easy sell.
I like it when the Russians were the bad guys too.
Now they have to be some sort of like vague.
They're anonymous. They're anonymous bad guys.
Like the Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun. All they had was stars on their helmet.
I mean,
what's going on?
Russians watch movies too, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. But anyway, so spy movies, espionage movies, because Christopher Nolan is hinting that his next movie will be an espionage movie, which may be
I'm in.
a Bond movie.
And
I need Nolan to do a Bond movie. So I don't know if you guys watched Tenet.
You like Bond movies, Em?
I love Christopher Nolan, and I think he would be, I think he's specifically
who's Bond? Who's
incredibly
Daniel
talented.
Craig at the moment, right?
Well, I think didn't he die at the end of the last one?
I don't know.
No.
So
go ahead.
So Craig is not gonna be Bond anymore. It's gonna be a new Bond. And they talked about who the new Bond would be. All different
Aaron
aspects.
Taylor Johnson?
That's not essentially locked in.
You know who I'd love to see?
Who?
Idris Elba.
Oh my
Idris
God,
Elba.
it'd be a great Bond. Yeah.
But yes, Nolan has hinted that he could do a Bond. He wants to do a Bond movie eventually. So maybe this next movie is a Bond movie. But because do you guys see Tenet?
Yes. Yes.
What's the plot of Tenet?
It's hard to explain.
It's
messes
Travis,
with time.
be happy you didn't.
Okay.
It's good, but be happy you didn't.
Okay, I don't think I did.
It came out in 2020, like peak 2020.
Okay.
Either way, that I think was his first kind of way into maybe doing a Bond, because it felt like a Bond movie because you got suave men in suits doing spy stuff.
Yeah.
I just need an opening scene where somebody jumps off of something blows up.
Yep.
Okay, keep going.
Pretty girls.
Keep going.
Yep.
Tuxedos.
You get all that in Tenet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now go in reverse. Yeah.
It has one of the coolest sequences I've ever seen in movies, so it messes with time. They're going back forward.
No.
Has everything you wanted, just go in reverse. Yes.
So I'm going to talk to DeMarco about this, though.
Yeah.
The car chase scene, one of the coolest things you've seen ever, right?
Oh,
fantastic.
Good car chase.
Yes.
But no, but it's a reverse car chase. So you're seeing everything going backwards. It's Travis. You're gonna watch it and you think it's really cool.
He's out.
you know what I hate?
What?
People that try hard at art.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you can make cool art and I don't feel like you're trying really hard, perfect.
That's Christopher Nolan,
I
though.
just want something fun.
You want linear storytelling.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well,
yeah.
me and DFAR can go watch
I like
Tenet.
it.
And have
Did
a
you
good
like
time.
Tenet?
It took me a minute, but
Okay.
yes, I
Okay.
did like it. It's
Okay.
good. It's just a lot.
It's a movie that you're not supposed to know everything that's happening, just like how it makes you feel kind of movie. Anyway, I love Tenet, and I'm really excited for his spy movie.
Cool.
So what's cold is going to be
Back up to Marco. She needs a minute.
Tony Bennett. So Tony
Oh,
Bennett,
this the guy? Oh yeah, okay.
not the singer who rest in peace, but the head coach of UVA, or former head coach of UVA men's basketball. I'm all over the place because I'm so upset about Tony Bennett. He is retiring at the age of 55, 20 days before the season started. So, he's using up the entire shot clock there, as he's known to do. He was UVA's coach for 16 years. He led them to a national championship in 2019.
Wow.
Their miracle run, the year after they were the first number 1 seed to lose to a 16 seed, he brought an unprecedented amount of success to UVA's basketball program. I love Tony Bennett. I will never say anything bad about Tony Bennett. It is bad timing. It's weird timing. And this is what he said in his press conference today. So he announced it at 8 a.m. our time. His press conference said, "The game and college athletics are not in a healthy spot. I think I was equipped to do the job the old way." And he's one of several coaches out of the ACC to retire in the past couple years. Roy Williams, Coach K, Jay Wright. Everyone's moving around. We have Nick Saban that left, not in basketball, but we get the gist.
Sure.
People are leaving at an unprecedented level of coaches that maybe got into it for the old way of recruiting, and we're losing a huge part of college athletics with these coaches deciding to either retire or to move to different jobs.
Blame NIL, I think. But 16 years and a national champion, and you leave 20 days before the season starts? Yes. Something went down. Is there a story connected to this?
Let me try to go through this. If anybody doesn't know about Tony Bennett, so he says it's not a health issue. Tony Bennett is the most straight-edge man that I have ever come across. If there is a scandal in some way, shape, or form, one, they probably would have fired him, not quit. Two, I would lose all faith in humanity if Tony Bennett had a scandal.
Something nefarious. Okay.
He is the most
He probably got into it
person.
with a player. He says, I can't do it the old school way.
I really don't think he does
With
that either.
new
He
school
doesn't
players?
get in with that.
Well,
with
you
the
can't
players.
you can't even yell at players anymore.
Yeah.
I think what it is it kind of goes back to Marco, to what you and I have been talking about for, we're kind of having some fun with it, but I'm saying Cam Rising being in his 8th year at Utah, it's pro sports. And I think these all kind of come together at some point, which is Tony Bennett wanted to coach college basketball the way that you played college football, the way that I played college baseball, which is I want to take an 18-year-old high school kid and I want him to leave a 22-year-old man.
Yes.
And if they happen to be good enough at sports along the way to go pro, great. But I want
developing the player.
I want to have you under my wing for 3 or 4 years, and I want to take you from a boy into a man.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
He coached Klay Thompson. He coached Malcolm Brogdon. All these guys, upstanding guys.
This is what I want to do. Unfortunately, and I know it bothers you, and I'm deeply conflicted on this. I really don't know where I land. That's dead at the highest levels of athletics, in college athletics. It exists if you want to go to Cal State Fullerton or UC Santa Barbara or a smaller school that they're still doing that. And you're going to come in, but guys are leaving. The money, you said it, has changed so much. Guys leave the second they don't get what they want, the second they don't get the minutes they want, the second they don't get the shots that they want, the at-bats that they want, the touches that they want.
Portal. Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yep.
And someone else will pay me, and the rules allow them to go do that. And Krzyzewski, Saban, and all the other people that you mentioned, Bennett being the latest, I think they finally just – I don't think it's an incident. I think it's a –
I'm just tired of it.
Like this.
And
this is not what I'm here for.
It's like us with tech, though. It's like the world we live in. We're going to have to get acclimated. So if you want to be, I don't want to call it lazy, but if you want to do it your way, the way you've always done it in today's game, it's not going to work. You're going to have to evolve as a coach now.
Yep. Somebody's going to have to figure it out. But think about who we're talking about. Like Mike Krzyzewski, I'm rounding off. Mike Krzyzewski's in his 70s. Nick
Roy
Saban
Williams
is in his 70s.
Definitely.
Roy Williams is in his
not changing.
Tony Bennett isn't an older man, but he's in
55.
his mid-50s. They all have tens of millions of dollars, if not more. I don't need to do this anymore.
No.
If I really want to, air quote, coach, I can go coach in junior high, where I don't, and it's
where
working
the
its
kids
way
don't
down.
Talk back.
Where I can actually have an impact on this kid. I can actually have enough time with this kid to shape him into what I think is the right thing, and hopefully that he'll buy into what I'm doing. They're pro coaches now, and I get it. Somebody's going to figure it out. Somebody will figure out a way to do it.
Absolutely.
But if I got $100 million in the bank and I'm 70 and I got to kiss an 18-year-old's butt who's getting
Here, let me ask you this.
I'm out.
Can you coach a player without yelling at him? Personally. Can you coach a kid without
you need to have the stick as a tool in your toolbox.
Yes. Can you coach without losing your stuff every now and then?
I don't believe you can.
Okay, so for coaches that can't, get out of the game. Because it's different now. If you yell at these guys, if you scream at them, they're not going to respond, and at worst, they'll leave. And they can.
That's it. Like, even if I am, from what Emily's telling me, and I don't know a lot about Tony Bennett, but he doesn't sound like he's Bobby Knight screaming and yelling at people. But it's just, hey, listen, I need you to, you're not going to play today because of X, Y. Oh, I'm leaving. Okay, but it's not that I yelled at you and you're leaving. I don't get enough shots. How am I supposed to get to the league if you don't give me shots? Well, you're not good enough to go to the league yet.
You're not going to the league.
They're willing to give me.
There's the door.
But I constantly got guys coming and going.
There's the door. Yes.
No one wants to listen. No one wants to learn. No one wants to be developed.
I know you love the guy, but it is kind of weak if that's why you're leaving.
And
if that's why, because you can't coach.
I signed up for.
But if you can't coach in this era and you say I quit, well, you're almost worse than players that quit.
No, DeMarco, come on.
Seriously, that's like the same as kids transferring. I don't want to compete, so I'm going to leave.
No, it's not.
I can't coach these guys without screaming. I quit.
It's the difference if they hired you to host this radio show and then you got in here and they said, oh, by the way, I need you to be a coal miner. That's not what I signed up for.
But that's the job, though. That's the job now.
But that's what I mean. But it changed. I came to do a radio show, and now you're asking me to coal mine. I quit.
Well, it's not coal mine. It's just different. It's just like
to him it is.
I can't coach any other style but this style. So if you can't bend to me, I quit.
But no. I didn't sign up for this style. The style changed on me in the middle of it. I didn't want to do this. I never wanted to do this. I'm out on this.
And maybe he wants to set up Virginia for a coach that can do this, and that's maybe why he's doing it. And I think
we'll see if he takes another job.
I guarantee you, he's going to take another. If he does work again, it's going to be at a lower level with where this. I don't have to deal with this.
Or an assistant in the NBA or something like that. And I think
it's different.
The reason why this is so red flaggy, not just because I care about it, it's because he's 55. He's not 70.
Right.
He's a young man.
Oh, thank you.
In terms of coaching,
he's older than the both of us, and you're calling him young.
In terms of coaching.
Oh my.
But he's rich, and I have. If you're 55 and a high school coach, and the game changes, I don't have the option. I need this job.
Well, he just made somebody happy. If you can't do it, I sure can.
And
I know I can take that same team that you don't want to coach and coach them to be great.
I don't think he doesn't want to coach that team. I don't want to play this game. I don't want to do this. This job is entirely different from the job that I sought after, thrived in, and now it's gone.
But you're doing this and you love it. This is all.
He doesn't love it. That's the whole point.
But this is what I'm just talking to me and you.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted to do your whole life.
Yeah.
You finally get the gig. This is what it is now.
Yeah.
You're going to just quit?
But he didn't just get there today. He's been there a long time.
But this is what it turned into.
I'm out.
But he's also accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish. He got a national title. He's been there for 16 years. He's the winningest head coach in UVA history.
Then retire after the season, not 20 days before.
That I can get with you on. Like, look, I know you hate this, but I need you to run out the clock on this.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But if all of a sudden we came in here one day, and then they said, oh, by the way, no more sports. We're just going to talk politics all day long.
I'm out.
DeMarco, I quit. I literally would quit on the spot. I'm not doing that. I have no interest. I hate that conversation so much.
We changed.
I quit.
But we changed a little. When we started, it was hardcore sports.
And again, I don't mind.
It changed.
I don't mind. I'm okay with the
and we
the
adjusted
veering.
with it.
I get it, but this was we're doing this and now we're doing sports. I don't want to do that. That to him, that's what this was. That I get it. Like there is. I'm not doing that.
It strikes me as the type of coach. I don't know the guy. I don't. But it strikes me as the type of guy that just can't. He can't function without fear. Because I think that's removed.
I don't think that's it at all.
Yeah, like
I don't
they're
think
not listening to me, and I can't get through to them. It's different now.
But it's not just it's the whole game. The rules of the game has changed. I don't want to play this game. I signed up for one game, and you changed all the rules on me. I don't want to play the game.
And
that you've done.
specifically,
Tony Kelly did the same thing.
Yeah,
I don't want to do this anymore. I'll just go coach offense. Yeah,
and specifically, Tony Bennett is a guy who praises himself on the pack line defense. Defense. The games are 46-25, and that's a good UVA game to him. I know, it's crazy. But he gets guys who buy into his system, and that's how he coaches. And if you're not going to be in that...
You know how hard it is to get guys to buy in? Yeah. That's a lot of yelling and screaming.
But he does send guys to the league. I want to say there's like 15 UVA players that play in... Yes.
Yeah.
They have guys that pop. And they have... I guess the best one probably is Klay Thompson, who he coached. It wasn't a UVA guy, but he's coached him. And Malcolm
Ralph
Brogdon.
Sampson go to VA?
Yeah,
50
not
years
under.
ago.
Well, that's the best guy ever, though. Yeah,
well,
okay.
No debate on that best guy ever. But Malcolm Brogdon did win Rookie of the Year.
Ah, there you go.
The Dump Super Crosstalk coming up next is Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Park Party and Play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park Party and Play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Purney is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Purney Law family provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery.
Trust us, trust Uncle.
When you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Purney Law, 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Welcome to Mere Audio Video, the home of smart living excellence. With over 40 years of unrivaled expertise, Mere Audio Video is your gateway to a truly connected lifestyle. Partnering with elite brands like Crestron, Control4, Lutron, and introducing home automation from Nice. Mere's team of experts brings innovation to your doorstep. From the Academy Awards to our local sports teams to successful Cal businesses, Mere has curated the experiences that redefine smart living. Call 310-234-4010 or check out MereAudioVideo.com.
All right, everybody, Sedano and Cap here, and George, let's talk to everybody about Prize Picks, where you and me are freaking geniuses, and that's why we're killing it.
We are crushing it, Cappy. And by the way, you can too. You can win as much as up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks.
But let me tell you something right now. When you download the Prize Picks app and you use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, you make your first play at $5, they hit you with an instant $50 bonus. It doesn't matter if you win the play or you lose the play. A $5 play turns into a $50 bonus.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. They're giving you free money, for God's sake. And by the way, it's the best way to get action in sports in over 30 states, including, obviously, this one here in California.
So, George, I want everybody to download the Prize Picks app and use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, and let's win.
Yeah, absolutely. And Prize Picks puts its members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Man, when your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. And you know where you can do it? Only on Prize Picks.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Get 1.99% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson and Tucson Hybrid. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end October 31st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Trojan fans, want to go to the USC-UCLA rivalry game at the Rose Bowl? Just grab an icy cold Coors Light and visit CoorsLight.com/college football. Enter the keyword SCORE, and you got a shot to win your tickets to the game. It's all thanks to our great friends at Coors Light, the official beer of college football and proud partner of the USC Trojans on ESPN LA.
No purchase necessary. Starts 8/1/24. Ends 1/21/25 at 11:59 p.m. CT. Must be legal residents of 50 USDC, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. Use keyword to get entries for keyword prizes. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/college football for entry instructions, keywords, odds, prices, and restrictions. Sponsor Molson Coors Beverage Company, USA, LLC. 250 South Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 60606. It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
DeMarco, where are you on Troy Bolton?
On Troy Bolton?
Yeah.
Like Michael Bolton's kid?
No.
Who's Troy Bolton?
Troy Bolton is Zac Efron's character in High School Musical.
All in this together.
Okay, I missed all of High School Musical.
Oh,
that's
your daughter is a little too old for it?
Not my thing. No.
Okay.
It did not enter our house. No High School Musical.
Why?
I
Your
don't
daughter's
know.
only like, what, 4 years older
No,
than
but
me?
I'm thinking his older daughter.
Older
That's
daughter.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Zac Efron did not enter our house.
Okay. Ready? High School Musical is not that bad. It really isn't.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah. It's actually, for as far as like kiddie movies go, it's entirely tolerable.
It's not double teamed.
No.
I went in wanting to hate Pitch Perfect, and it was
Pitch
great.
Perfect's hilarious.
But I never saw
Yeah.
High School Musical. What about Zac Efron?
It's his birthday. He turns 36 years old.
He
today.
was also in the movie that came out last year, Iron Claw.
Yes, I
and
know.
he played one of the brothers.
I loved him after that. I did, and I liked him in The Showman. He was great.
was one of the Von Trapps, right?
Von Erichs.
Oh.
Not the Von Trapps. That's the sound of music. Yes. He was also great in the Showman with Hugh
Greatest
Jackman.
Showman,
He was
and Zendaya.
awesome.
Was it with Seth Rogen? Neighbors? Is that what it was
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
That was
Zac
pretty
Efron's
funny.
talented. I think
He's good.
He's had his.
He just doesn't look real.
Well,
He's too handsome.
okay.
He doesn't look.
So he got into an accident a couple years ago, which kind of he had to do some facial
Like
reconstruction.
a car accident?
Oh,
I can't remember what kind of accident it was. It might have been like
Motorcycle?
jet ski
Oh.
or something like that.
Oh.
Anyway, I do know that he had to get
Damn.
some facial reconstruction surgery done, and so he does not look the same as he
Okay.
did
Oh,
when
I
he
feel
was a
bad
kid.
then. Okay.
But he was perfect for the Von Erichs because he kind of like looked. I guess he didn't really super look like
Kinda.
him,
He
but he
played the heck
embodied
out of
him.
Von Erich. He
Yeah.
did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're 0 for 1 on Troy Bolton. What if I told you Chun-Li?
Yeah, the Street Fighter.
There we do.
Yep. Yeah.
Who's the guy that Jean-Claude Van Damme fought in?
Major Bison.
No, the giant Asian guy.
Oh, Bolo.
No.
Yeah, Chun-Li was the
Chun-Li was
Yeah.
the act. Is he the character? or
He was the
actor?
character. The name is Bolo Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Jean-Claude Van Damme, 63 today. I wonder if he
No
can still do that thing
way.
with his legs.
I think he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still wants to beat up Seagal.
Well,
they want to fight each other, or at least
Van
he
Damme
wants to fight him.
Van Damme would murder him, right?
That's what everybody. Stallone seems to think,
Yeah.
and I believe Stallone because Stallone almost set up a fight between the two of them, and they
But-
said Seagal was
Lionheart.
going to back down.
Lionheart's the best movie. One of his best
Great
movies.
But Seagal, as far as he's full of BS.
Okay, so his discipline is
yeah.
No, it's what's that discipline he does? I forgot what it's called.
Jiu-jitsu.
Not
Judo.
jiu-jitsu. No,
Krav Maga.
Not Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
It'll come to me. But he is a master of
Taekwondo.
Not Taekwondo.
Karate.
There you go.
No,
Taekwondo.
no,
No.
Aikido.
Aikido. Okay.
He's a master of Aikido, like 8th Dan
Is
black belt.
he, or is he just
No,
said that he is?
He is the master of Aikido.
Okay.
The problem is Aikido is not a sound fighting art. It depends on people running straight at you as fast as they can.
See, I think Van Damme would just totally kick his ass.
That's what they
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Van Damme is.
He actually fought before.
And Van Damme used to do weird stuff. Like, do you remember there's a scene in a Van Damme movie where somebody's shooting at him and he jumps up and his legs are spread out?
Yes,
Yes.
that's what we were just talking
Yes.
about.
Oh,
that.
is that what?
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
crazy
Yes.
what he did.
All right,
this is
Van Damme
Happy
in his
birthday,
prime.
Jean-Claude.
Okay,
Yes.
Van Damme in his prime, Chuck Norris in his prime, Jet Li in his prime, steel cage match. Who comes out?
Norris.
I'm going Jet Li.
I'm going Norris.
Okay.
I watched a lot of Walker, Texas Rangers.
Me too. Jet
What
Li
was
has
his
been
movie
chasing-
set?
And Did Steven Seagal even
No.
enter
No.
the
No,
conversation?
he's
Seagal
a
is faking
fugazi.
it. I think he's totally faking
What
it.
was the John? What was Norris's movie franchise that they did a million of?
Oh,
Soul-
uh,
not Soldier-
Walker, Texas
Missing,
Ranger was his
missing in
TV
action.
show.
Missing in
Force?
Action.
Missing in
Delta
action.
Force.
Yeah,
Delta Force.
Delta
Yeah,
Force.
that's right.
That's
Greatest
correct.
Chuck Norris movie appearance, though, Trav, is what?
Dodgeball.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the deciding judge.
God, my dad watched so
yes.
much Walker, Texas Ranger in his
Ready?
life.
You,
That
Chuck Norris.
kept him going.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Great scene. You know
Yes,
what we
sir.
should do right now, Jorge? You know what we should do, Kasim? A little Supercross talk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM, Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Cross Talk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Master of like every discipline in martial arts.
Every discipline?
Every single
Every single one.
Since
He's
birth,
he's
been
not a
trained.
big guy, right,
No,
DeMarco?
he's not big at all. But since birth, he's been trained in every single discipline.
Wow.
I know.
But he's
like a
not
prodigy.
He's not a big guy.
No, but
He's
he hit you 1,000 times before you knew what happened.
Is Van Damme a big guy?
Not
I know
very,
he's muscular.
not
but
very tall.
Yeah.
Not very tall? No. Stallone's not very tall,
No,
obviously.
Stallone's on the small side.
Yeah, he's shorter than me.
But he can fight though.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
John, what do you think Chuck Norris would feel about his best role being dodgeball?
I would think he would like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm a big dodgeball guy, so
Big time.
There
You
you
can
go.
dodge
I mean,
a wrench. You can dodge a
ball.
ball.
Dodge,
Exactly.
dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
What was his
Example
O'Houlihan?
example number 900 that Hank Azaria can do any role. I was
Anything.
flipping channels the other day, Mace, and remember Agador Spartacus
Oh, yeah.
in
In
the Birdcage?
Birdcage,
Oh.
yeah.
And then
Where he plays sort of like the
Butler.
houseboy.
Yes.
And then
okay.
Patches O'Houlihan is the complete opposite
Yes.
of Agador Spartacus.
Now, wait a minute. Patches O'Houlihan was Rip Torn,
He was
wasn't
young, Patches
Young, he was,
O'Houlihan.
but Azaria was young.
when they
Patches,
find
in the
the
video.
film,
Yeah.
where he's still like in his 30s, and it's like a Nazi propaganda.
Yeah, right.
film.
Right, and he's basically doing Brockmeyer when
Yes.
he's doing young Patches.
Wow.
By the way, a little nugget here. I think Rip Torn is one of the worst fake stage names, isn't it? Rip
Torn.
Rip Torn.
That's not
it's
his
like,
real name?
Did it? What?
Oh.
It can't be.
Elmore Torn.
Elmore
Torn.
Torn is his last
Okay.
name.
So he went with Rip,
Rip Torn.
Torn.
It's unforgettable.
It's synonyms.
Yes, they're synonyms.
It's
Synonyms.
Synonyms.
I heard
Wow.
you have. What was your word today? Was impenetrable.
Impenetrable.
I can't say that. I
Impenetrable.
get
Yeah.
impenetrable.
What were you talking about with impenetrable? Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani
Yeah.
is
Yes.
impenetrable.
He seems to be.
He does.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell them. Go ahead. Tell them your
Oh,
idea.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
okay.
This is
So
good.
DeMarco says I'm out of my mind, and I'm not saying they're going to, but I'm saying they should.
Mm-hmm.
The Dodger bullpen is the MVP of the NLCS.
I agree 100%. It's never been done. I don't think it can be.
Why not?
That's not really a good answer, right?
Yeah, because
There's
remember
not a great answer.
the Dodgers, when they won the World Series in 1981, it was Ron Cey, Pedro Guerrero, and Steve Yeager were tri-MVPs.
Right.
We're not, so throw a couple more in there.
So you say bullpen over Mookie, over Edman, over Muncy, over
I'll make
Shohei.
I'll make the same case. And all those guys you mentioned are very valuable. But if everything else remains the same and you just plucked Shohei out, are they still winning this series?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think so too. Same question for Mookie.
No, I think Mookie. I think if you take Mookie out, it's either 2-2 or they're down.
Okay. Tommy Edman.
He's been so good.
He's been terrific.
Muncie's reached base, 11 times in a row?
12 times.
Muncie. All of these are, and I think the answer might be, it might be tighter, it might be closer. If the Dodger bullpen collectively spit the bit, where are we? They're out.
No question.
They're out.
Watching
You're
the
right.
Padres
You know what,
play.
Travis? Normally, I'm looking for an avenue to disagree with you,
Yeah.
but I don't think I can. I think you're actually. This is a really good idea.
Except you can't give the MVP to a bullpen.
Yeah.
I'll ask again. Why not?
Because you'd have to include.
I don't want to embarrass Landon Knack, but if he's got to be a part of it, then he's a part of it.
Would be part of it,
right?
The Dodger bullpen gets the NLCS MVP.
Even him.
If without those,
No, without Knack, you can't put Knack out. It's everybody but
so
Knack.
you name Brazier.
Can't do that.
You name Hudson,
Everybody but
Trinan,
Knack. Yeah.
Kopech, and I'm probably forgetting Banda.
Years from now,
Yeah.
when you look at the record books, it'll say MVP Dodgers bullpen except for Landon
Except for
Knack.
Knack. You can't
Most
do that.
valuable
Wow.
personnel.
Yes.
Most valuable pen.
It'll be Shohei. You know this,
They
right?
close
No,
it today.
it will not. I don't think it'll be Shohei.
I think it'll be Edman. If I had to bet,
It's
I
either
think
Edman or Mookie. You can make a good Mookie case.
No, you can make a good case for all these guys, but I do think that Edman playing shortstop, getting on base ahead of Ohtani.
Yep.
He's batted up and down the lineup. It's not like he's done everything. You can make a case for Kike.
Plus, he's in that category of guys you never really paid attention to until you got to a championship series, and all of a sudden they're the ones that are the MVP. There are some random MVPs over the years, series
sure.
MVPs.
Who was that guy for the Braves a couple years ago that just terrorized the Dodgers? Rosario? Was that who it was?
Yeah.
Did he win
Eddie
MVP?
Rosario.
Eddie Rosario.
And they couldn't get him out.
Yeah.
No, he was he was like Babe Ruth and Ohtani and Mike Trout rolled into one.
You know
couldn't
what's
do anything
really
with him.
fun, though? The fun thing is, because we've seen this for a decade, right? And you see some team get really, really hot, and we're the hot team this time.
I know.
We're the hot. It's like we've been waiting for this for the last decade
That's
to
what
be in
he
the
said.
playoffs and to be the hot team.
And don't you think that it helps that they came back from 3-1 a few years ago against Atlanta because now they know
It's
they can't
possible.
take their foot off the gas?
Yeah.
At least I hope that's true.
Every time there's been a moment in the Padres series, starting with Game 4 and up until where we are right now, there have been moments where the Dodgers have been on the brink, right? That you get a guy out and we're chill, or one more hit. And it doesn't have to be a grand slam or a double in the alley, just a broken bat hit, an error, a bang-bang play that doesn't go your way. All of those things have gone their way. And not just good luck, but good play.
Play.
They've made the play. They've made the pitch.
The little things.
It's all of those things, to your point, Mace, that seemingly went against them the last few years. They're getting paid back a little bit.
So one thing I'll say is that right now, if the Yankee series goes past 5, it means the World Series isn't until next Friday. Game 1 is next Friday.
A week from today.
So if the Dodgers win today and the Yankees go past 5, we're going to sit around for a few days. I think what I'm rooting for is Dodgers win today, Yankees win in 5. World Series starts on Tuesday. That way there's no downtime between now and the World Series.
Be a blast.
I'll sign up for that.
By the way, that's a really smart. I think the NBA should do this too. The NBA, John, the NBA has run into this situation in the past where teams, you sit around for a week while you wait for the finals to start.
I hate it.
And baseball has found a way around this. There's a move update to Tuesday to start the World Series, so you don't have a whole week of nothing with the story getting dead and stale.
And what you need, Mace, to make that particular scenario work is a cooperative TV partner. Because the reason that they can't move certain football games, the reason they can't move the NBA Finals is that networks make all the big decisions.
Yeah, right,
They control the schedule. And so what Fox has done with MLB is say, hey, look, we'll work with you. We'll adjust our regular programming and move it up because we don't want that sit around and wait for 10 days.
Why can't you? You're not printing out TV guides
Yeah,
anymore.
well, here's the weird.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Yeah,
DeMarco.
The weird thing about this is okay, NBC, Chicago Fire, tonight, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago guys in the city will not be seen so that we can bring you. I mean, it's seriously, all these shows are sort of NCIS.
And you can always put them on Peacock or put them on, whatever you want to do.
You guys tell me, is there any television show, that non-sports.
Right, non-sports.
That you watch when it's on as it's on. Like, to your point, Mason, Chicago Med, I don't know what. It's on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Only one for me.
Which one is it?
SNL.
Oh, okay.
So you watch it live as it's happening?
Yeah, but most people don't. Most people
I watch it on Peacock. It's live on Peacock.
Okay.
I can get by without Channel 4.
I wait until Sunday night is usually when after the Sunday night football game's over, I flip it on. And it's kind of how I close out. But baseball, football, but the sports are the only, like, if you want Chicago Med, just put it on the streamer, put it on Peacock.
Right.
Everybody's consuming their stuff like that.
Yeah, the only thing I watch are the Sunday morning
The news shows?
News shows.
Okay.
Yeah, the yell at each other shows?
Yeah, this week with whoever
Basically
and
sports talk.
Yeah.
By the way, I heard about your bet with Greg.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So if the Rams lose, go Silverface.
That is correct.
Yes.
Not going.
Do
no,
not. Yes.
Don't,
Stay
not
away from
going
that.
the other.
Stay
Yeah.
away
No.
from
By
that.
the way, it was a great piece of advice. And I'm not sure that we wouldn't have screwed it up.
Yes, and I think
I didn't
you're
even
fine
think
anyway.
about it until now.
Yeah.
I think you're fine anyway.
Yeah.
There's no way the Raiders beat the Rams. No way.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
No way.
So
There's
wait,
no way.
if
way.
if Mace painted his face half silver, half black,
No,
would he
stay-
be accused of blackface?
Stay away from it.
All
Yeah.
it would
Just
take
go
is a
Silverface.
camera shot on
On
profile.
Yeah.
profile,
That's it.
Yeah.
right?
Good
Remember
point.
that kid at the Kansas City game where they
Yes.
caught him in
Yes.
profile?
Don't do
yeah,
it.
there's no way.
Don't do it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to be Silverface guy.
And there's
You
no
could
way.
go all silver with like black around your eyes.
Or like
Use
a
the
pirate
eyebrow. Just use the
decal
eyebrow.
on your
You're good.
do a temporary pirate tattoo or
Yeah.
something.
Well, in the end, it's going to be Bergman. It's not going to
Of
be
course
me
it is.
anyway.
I'm right there
Yeah.
with you.
I feel good about Sunday. You don't feel good about Sunday?
I think they're going to win, but I disagree with
You're one-
DeMarco
you're
that
1-4,
that
yeah.
there's no way they could lose. Sure, there is.
Oh, there's a way. But
Yeah.
their whole season hinges on
How
this.
many
Sean McVay off a
turnovers?
bye.
Stafford has to go nuts, turn the ball over
There's-
8 times.
There's injuries. There's all
Do we
sorts
know
of
about Cooper Kupp officially yet or no?
He's trending towards playing, which means I would bet he's going to go.
Okay,
If
that's
he's
good.
out there, that's what I mean. There's almost no way. Unless Max Crosby does something stupid.
Yeah.
So that'll fix some red zone issues
Of
with
course,
Cooper Kupp
it'll
back.
fix a
And
lot
they
of red
can't
zone.
stop the run, so look for Kyron a lot.
Does it matter to you, Mace? Assuming they win, how they win. Like, for instance, they win 13-10, but it doesn't look good. They struggle to move the ball. It's just it's more that the Raiders are just that bad than the Rams look good. Whereas if they win 31-10, it's like, okay, got your footing a little bit.
Right.
Let's go. Does it matter to you?
I think the NFL's a little random this year. I mean, I'm seeing teams that win that aren't supposed to win, and like Denver destroyed New Orleans. It's like weird stuff happens in the NFL. A win is a win is a win.
Yeah, I'm
is
with
my
him.
is
Yes.
my approach. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, and San Francisco can lose this week potentially.
They play KC, yeah.
Right, and all of a sudden you're tied in the loss column with
You're
San
right
Francisco.
back in the mix.
You're in it.
Yes.
John,
Yes.
are you on the Raider bandwagon now or no? Or have you quit officially?
No, I'm looking for a new team.
He's a
I'm
Commanders fan
I'm
now.
I'm leaning towards the commies.
Yeah, he loves the commies.
Commies?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Commanders. The commies. The nickname is the commies.
We
Do you
can't
like
say that. Can we
Yes,
say that?
we
The
can.
commies?
Sure.
We can't call a team the
The
commies.
commies. Let's go.
Well, DeMarco, they'll probably change their name again anyway. What I don't want to be accused of though is I wanted to take a team that's like I didn't want to take the Chiefs. I didn't want to take a
front runner.
like a
That's-
front running
that would
bandwagon
be
thing.
terrible.
But the Chiefs are kind of winning by hook or by crook.
Yeah,
But the Commanders were 3-14 last year, and I think they're on the rise. But are they, DeMarco? Are they a playoff team this year in the NFC?
Do you believe in?
I do.
I do too.
I
yes,
do.
I would say
Yep.
they're on,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
division they can win.
The division, Philly's probably the next best team, and they're
Yeah.
only okay.
Not scary.
Yeah, so I will get accused
Good
of like
choice.
jumping on
No,
a bandwagon
not
early.
at all,
but
because they were terrible last year.
Yeah.
You're betting on a quarterback. It's not like you came out and said, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan because they're the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
you're
You could've
taking
taken-
a team
You
that
could have picked Minnesota.
well, I almost did because Trudell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like their coach who used to coach with the Rams,
Yeah,
and
good
I like
coach.
Sam Darnold.
And Sam
but I don't know
Darnold,
if Sam Darnold's going to be there. They drafted J.J. McCarthy.
You mean
he's so-
long term?
Right. He's
Yeah.
been so good. What do you do if you're the Vikings?
But you're really picking the Commanders as your team forever?
Well, like moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Like,
Magic
you're no
Johnson
longer a
owns it.
Raider
No,
fan.
Magic.
Correct.
He's not a Raiders fan anymore. No.
Yeah, they've driven me insane.
That's the one that got you're no longer a Raider.
Yeah,
I've
he
never
gave
heard
up.
that before.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
wow.
don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to completely quit him, DeMarco. Like I find myself watching the Raiders almost by habit.
But be careful because if they turn it around and they become good again, you can't.
Yeah,
go
they'll
back.
never let me back. They won't let me back in. They won't let me back in now.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I'm not.
Raiders fans.
That's
are
that's why.
not. They've turned on Johnson.
So if DeMarco's right and the Rams do take care, does Antonio Pierce survive? They can't
No.
fire another guy, can they?
Oh,
yeah, they can.
They're paying Gruden. They went through Bisaccia. They went through McDaniels. They're on Pierce. Like
What's another one?
totally do it.
What's another one? Yeah.
Aren't the Raiders kind of strapped for cash
being
to begin
married
with?
7 times.
Boy, I read yesterday somebody suggested Tom Brady could bring Bill Belichick in. Brady and Belichick hated each other.
Yeah,
that's not
true.
happening.
That's true.
Didn't they reconcile?
But they
at
won
the
together.
roast?
They did win together.
I thought they reconciled at the roast.
Maybe
they did a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask one last thing. So Sunday, there are going to be. I'm told there are going to be several Raider fans at the game on
I've
Sunday.
heard similar stories.
Some number of them. Is this a game to just keep your head down? You know what I'm saying? Because there are going to be. I'm sure they will break the record for fights at the game on Sunday.
You think
will they
so?
not? Oh yes, they will.
Okay, so
I don't know what the
I'll
record
answer
is, but
this
I think
way.
they'll beat it.
When I was a player and we'd go play in Oakland, I would tell my family just wear black.
Oh, really?
It's not worth it.
It's my stadium, so I'm wearing Rams colors.
Definitely, but it's the same scenario.
Right.
Just, it's not worth it.
But if I see a fight, I'm dialing like Star.
Get out of
Star,
there.
help
Mace,
me, help me.
If the game was in Vegas, would you wear Ram colors?
No.
But Vegas doesn't have that same energy as Oakland
What's
did.
weird is that might be the one place where we get a big Rams crowd.
Yeah.
Like we might, because it's a trip to Vegas. I think we would absolutely fill up
the issues
the Roomba.
that the Rams are having at SoFi, the Raiders are having in
Vegas every game.
They are mostly fans of other teams in that building.
My family flew out to Vegas last weekend because the Steelers were playing
all Steelers.
And it was all Steelers.
Right,
fans.
turning into a Vegas weekend.
Yeah.
So fast forward 6 hours from now, we happy?
Yes, we are.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I think so too. I'm going with that.
Feel good.